We'll just double check it. Yep. Maybe. Thank you, OBS.
Zug zug.
Anyway. Welcome, folks, to Phandelver and Below, episode number 26. We're just gonna dive right in here and kind of give you a heads up as to what happened last time and where our party is at the current. So, having cleared out Wave Echo Cave and having successfully brought Nundro Rockseeker, one of the three Rockseeker brothers, back to Phandalin, the party was met by basically a angry mob yelling at Sildar Hallwinter, saying things like, "Hey, you know, all this stuff's going on. Goblins are attacking our town. What are you doing? Fix it all." And he recognized the party was there and said, "Hey, quick, come inside. You guys are heroes. I need you to do your hero thing and figure out what's going on." So the party moved about the town, trying to gather information and stories about, what's been taken. And in a strange series of events, no goblins, no casualties were had by the goblin raids on the town. And they were strange goblins that the party has now interacted with on several occasions. Just even last session with weird green kind of glowy mind magic. And they found out that basically it seems multiple areas had something stolen, more often than not a rock of some kind, a cornerstone from a building, a plinth from a shrine. An entire well was destroyed, but only the drum of the well itself was missing. And in that, the party also met Gwyn Orsong, sister to the one bartender at the Stonehill Tavern. And she basically said, "Hey, whatever you find, I'm really into true crime, so just bring me all the stuff that you've got, and I'll do all the stringing of everything together for you, so you guys can focus on doing what you do, and I can get to be the book nerd that I want to be and figure all this stuff out." So, having restored the Shrine of Luck without the previous plinth stone, the party was successful in that, and they managed to track down some goblins that seemed to have stolen the cornerstone of what used to be the miners' exchange, or which is now the rubble. One of them seemingly set off a trap, and there was a blood trail the party followed to kill 3 of them in a nearby camp. The party now realizing that there is maybe something weird going on with the well, possibly causing very strange and disturbing nightmares in at least one individual in the town, decided, you know what, it might be time for us to descend into that well and deal with whatever creature, because they are aware that there is something down there. And I think that's where we're going to pick up right there, because I think you guys were basically you were right there, right at the well, I think is where we ended. So, take it away. Or I can keep talking, whatever you guys want. I don't know.
All right. Well, here we are again at this creepy well with some sort of monster inside of it. It's about time to head down, I suppose.
I'm sure
Do you want me to go down first as an animal?
Well, we did that with the raven. Yeah, Gidget.
He's fine. He's just not on this plane at the moment now, I think, kind of.
Okay.
So we know something's down there.
I have some rope I could tie off.
Perfect.
Let's do it.
All right. We said it was 20 feet down or so to the bottom of the well, and there was remnants of water, but this used to be a well that worked as you would expect, but now you can actually see the bottom. So sounds as though the party is descending down.
Man, if there was ever a time to just throw a fireball, it would be now, but Bronson's definitely going down.
All right. So I'll say,
what's the order?
Yeah, I was going to say, is the goal to get everybody down quickly? Is the goal to have somebody go down and take the lay of the land, or we are just trying to get everybody boots on the ground as fast as possible?
Quietly, right? Yeah.
I can. Yes,
All right, then I suppose I'll go first.
I'll follow behind Bishop.
I put my sunglasses on.
You look so cool.
I will remind you,
Thanks.
it is nighttime, and there is that one like shaft of moonlight going down the well here. So you likely will be a silhouette in a beam of light going down into this cavern. Just to set that.
Very
Got it?
difficult to sneak then.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I just wanted.
Oh, wait, maybe we can be like that scene in the movie Legend where we bounce the light off of all of the mirrors and nobody's. It's fine.
I've never seen it, unfortunately.
It's fine. It is a wonderful movie.
No.
Wait, did Jake say? You know what? We're fixating.
Are you
on something
surprised? At this point, you know what today is. It's Wednesday, right, guys?
My dude.
My dudes.
My dudes.
I do.
Sorry.
All right. Okay. Can I make a stealth check to try and
Yeah,
sneak
go
down?
ahead. Just I think you have advantage normally. I'm gonna make this just a straight roll because this is
All right.
you're basically in a natural fairy fire here, essentially.
Yeah,
So
yeah. A natural moonbeam.
yeah,
bit.
as you would as one would say, yeah.
22.
Okay, that's still pretty good. Let me go ahead and pull up the spectator view of this that we can get for everybody, and then I'll initiate the map so you guys can all see what we're working with here.
Sweet.
It's always good to see what's new in maps.
Right, isn't it?
It is. It's kind of like our sixth member.
Boy, have
Yeah.
they fixed the tokens yet? That would be great.
I mean, what are you asking them to fix? Because let's be real.
It's perfect.
Oh, everything's great.
Mm-hmm.
You're beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Gidget's not there.
Yeah, I know. We can
Get rid of
we can
Gidget.
get rid of Gidget. I mean, I'm pretty sure Gidget can just be summoned at will. So.
He's gone.
It's the Find Familiar.
He's
spell.
dead.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
He's
it's an
dead.
hour to.
Yeah.
Either way, here we are. You make your
spending
way
effort.
down into the cavern, Bishop, and this is what you see with your 10 feet. You see 10 feet around you, so you see
All right.
you see an open area with nothing going on.
All right.
But you do hear like
Is that coming from a direction?
from the southeast, where that pile
Okay.
of rubble or rubbish looking stuff is over there.
The southwest.
Sorry, southwest. My mistake. Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll take 2 steps that way and then wait for everybody else to try and sneak down. But I'm ready to go.
All right. Is there an order for everybody else here?
I'll follow behind Bishop.
Okay.
And I'll be next.
I really
Alright.
got to do something about this stealth.
Should we be rolling stealth?
If you're trying to be sneaky,
Do I have disadvantage?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Oh!
Wow.
19! Holy shit.
all
God damn
right.
it. I'm actually pissed that Bronson beat me. I got a 16.
Yeah.
Yo, don't worry, guys. I'm pulling up the rear with an 11.
Yeah.
10.
So the rest of you somehow, even Bronson, managed just to sneak down relatively sneakily. And then Soot, as your feet hit the water, it just, I don't know, makes a very loud echo as the rumbling and the grumbling starts to get a little bit louder as a monster appears. And I would like everybody to roll for initiative.
The hell is that thing?
Oh, belly grumbler.
That is not how you pronounce that, but
It's a trash monster.
It
would
is.
this count as a surprise?
No, because I think you guys knew there was something down here. So,
Okay.
Like, you weren't walking into this blind.
16.
16.
Oh, no.
How we doing?
I got an 18.
18 for Cable.
17.
17 for Soot. How'd you do over there,
Ooh.
Robert?
I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, a 3. Well, that's okay. Oh, well, actually, the monster did manage to beat you with its 5, so it's
I suck again.
All right. So at the top of the round, Gable, it's your call. You have this large creature here. Again, for those of you who are unfamiliar with an Otyugh, this is a large tripod kind of monster where it has 2 legs in the front, 1 in the back. It has the big, as you can see from the token, big kind of toothy maw, 2 large tentacles, kind of like squid tentacles with the large pads covered in spikes, and a central kind of tentacle in the middle with 3 big eyes on it that it uses to look around. And it smells awful down here, like refuse and grossness.
They were
Eats
drinking that.
trash.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. I would love to, first off, as a bonus action, cast Hex on the thing.
Hey, before he attacks.
Yeah,
This
I know.
is
It's
nice.
weird.
I love it. All right.
Oh.
It's Hex.
It's one way to do it.
All right. So we're going to mark off that packed slot. Then we are going to rush in with our rapier.
Mm-hmm.
And because it is, it has not acted.
Correct.
Return to combat, you have advantage on attacks. Cool. Okay. Please, big money, no whammies. It's a 17 on the die. Plus 8 is 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
I have to 2d6 for sneak attack. Get out of the thing. 1d6 because of hex. Oh, I'm hexing its constitution,
Okay.
I guess.
Sure.
And then I've got the d8 for the rapier damage.
Yes.
I am adding 3 to my modifier
Because of the rogue level.
because of assassinate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You got it.
That's it. Okay.
Oh, and not that you
And I have
want to.
piercer.
And you also have Savage Attacker, so you can roll all those dice and choose the higher of the 2 numbers of damage. Roll it twice. Because that's from the bracers.
That's right.
That's nice.
Okay. Well, that's almost max. 8 6 is 14, 18, 22, 30, or
Okay. 34 points.
oh yeah, we're gonna stick with that first one.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So
All right, that's
Pretty
still
good.
a solid chunk on the first turn. That was your bonus action and action. Anything else for you, sir?
I'm going to move just to this
Just
side
got
of
it.
the creature, mainly to give Soot an even shot if she needs to cast anything.
Okay. All right, next up it is Soot's turn.
Okie dokie. Soot is going to look at this thing, and I think she's going to. Boy, I hope we don't have to do too much tonight. She is going to cast. Do I have that up still? I thought I did. I did. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam.
Okay. On this thing over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it because it's a 5-foot radius. I'm just gonna hit it.
Yep.
So I'm gonna need it to make a Constitution saving throw. It has to be to 16.
No, it fails.
Let's go,
was a 4.
champ.
Ah,
All right, it's going to take 11 radiant damage.
Okay, I see we're not switching.
Is it a shapeshifter or
is-
polymorph?
It is not polymorphed. It is not a shapeshifter, but these are important questions in this game. So, no, and then the moonbeam stays there, so it illuminates it here. It's nice and easy for someone who doesn't have, full range of dark vision to see this thing.
Mhm.
So everything's lit up. That was
I'll put a spotlight on that bitch.
There you go. And that was an action to cast anything else?
No, I'll stay back here.
Okay. Bishop.
All right. Well, I will move straight in on the opposite side of Gable, kind of draw its attention in two directions,
Mm-hmm.
and I will attempt to stab it with the broscade.
All right, go ahead.
All right. That will be a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
All right. First one's just going natural. 13 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right. And then I will go again
With advantage now.
with advantage now. That's right.
Weapon
26
master.
to hit.
26 hits.
Yeah. All right. And I will throw a first level smite on it this time.
Sure.
Just attempting a quick dispatch.
Yes. I should have mentioned your first attack did bloody the creature. So.
Oh, great. Well, that is nice to hear. So that is 17 plus 8, 25 points of damage.
All right. Yeah, it is still, it did not expect this, as you could see, but it is still alive, and it is now its turn.
Wait, I'm
Yep.
just going to use the broscade's
Yeah.
effect to increase my armor class by 1.
That's fine. All right. Now it's its turn, and it gets 3 attacks. So we'll start off with 1 attack on Gable over here. Natural 1. So that's a miss. We'll start off with the second one here on Bishop. Oh boy, this is a 14. And then
No.
it's going to try and bite Gable. Cool. Nope, it just whiffs everything just horribly.
Every miss, he just goes, ha ha, ha ha.
Bronson.
Let's go. All right, this thing is already bloodied.
Mm-hmm. And it sucks real hard at hitting, apparently. Did not break 10 on a single die roll, so.
We haven't long rested yet.
You have not.
No.
That is something to consider.
Yeah, let's do it for the beams. Let's hit it with a first level guiding bolt.
All right, let's see it.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
17. 17 hits.
Nice.
14
Alright.
points radiant damage.
14 points, not too shabby. All right, it is still alive. Its thing is not looking good. It is slumping down. There's radiant light all over this thing. It's glowing with the moonbeam. Anything else?
When does Moonbeam proc damage? Is that when it starts its turn
it might have
there?
been the start of its turn. I think it is, yeah. So I would have need to make it entered it first and then on its turn, yeah. So I'm going to make a Constitution saving throw. So let's get this retroactive here real quick.
When it ends its turn there.
Okay, well it did. So go ahead and roll me the damage.
Okie dokie. Why do I always put my dice away? I don't know why I do this. I'm a fool.
I can't believe it.
8.
8 points. Okay. Well, it's still up even after Bronson's attack, but anything else for you, Bronson?
No, I'm good. I'm solid.
All right. Then back to the top of the round, Gable.
I'm going to stab it again, and because I hit with the rapier last turn, I think it's, what is it?
It's Vex, but it's all you got double advantage here from the guiding bolt. So
Got it.
So many advantages.
That's another 17 on the die.
No, that'll hit.
All right. So again, I have to do it all again. Okay.
Correct.
Jesus.
All of those things.
All of the things again. Except without the 3. So 19, 24 points of damage.
Oh yeah. So how would you like to kill this Otyugh? This poor guy.
He had no shot.
Poor Odie.
I I like the idea of doing a bunch of like lightning stabs with the rapier so it gets its eyes before one lasts straight through whatever head this thing has.
Sure, sure. All right. And as you clean off your rapier here, I'd like you to roll me a percentile die for a trinket, as you were the one who killed it. What would you
Thank you,
prefer? What would
chat.
you like, rogue or warlock?
Warlock.
Yeah,
I'm really feeling warlock lately
I'm noticing that.
for reasons.
Yeah,
Uh,
fair.
that is
Like recovering your spells on a short rest.
Yeah.
Wild, right?
yeah, who knew? So weird that that's a new rule, guys. It's so crazy. 73 is what I got.
Syndicate.
Huh. Well, this gets into the weird nature of some of these trinkets. So I will let you re-roll, but I'll read you the trinket as it's listed. Because sometimes, as we've discussed, some of them are like, hey, remember that thing that you've remembered that you've had this whole time? Or maybe this is a new thing for you. Who knows? But 73 is your tongue is forked.
Hail Satan, please. Ah. Oh.
Find my percentile dice again.
Uh-huh.
Get away from your camera, Robert.
It's giving goat video vibes.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's giving goat video vibes. Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
How about 79?
Okay. Yeah. I guess like in the little pile of refuse over there comes crawling out over to you is a little potted Venus flytrap that will eat anything that fits in its mouth.
Why am I the menagerie of weird ass animals?
I think you channeled this when you pulled Warlock as a class.
Yeah, clearly.
I've met her before.
Keep him away from me.
I forgot you're here, to be honest. You should
Oh,
work
yeah,
for
but-
Six Spider.
What is that?
Well, I think it's a Venus flytrap.
It moved.
Yes, I'm not excited about it.
Mm.
Would you like a Venus flytrap?
Yes.
And through the nature of the magic that is trinkets, it now is yours and works like it was always yours. So there you go.
Yeah.
Feed me,
I-
Seymour.
Mhm.
Don't I have a vase that will any plant will live in it?
Oh no.
Mm.
Something
Uh,
like that?
Yeah, a vase that keeps any
Oh, I'm gonna
flower
stop.
placed in it from wilting. I'll count this as a flower for
Let's
100%.
go.
So it
When we
has.
get back, I'll replant it.
It's giving feed me vibes.
Oh,
now.
it's 100%.
Oh.
As well, you know what? It's yours to do with what you will. If you could lean into as much of this Audrey 2 situation as you want. So if you want it to be
Okay.
like that, we can go that way.
Okay.
Mhm. All right. Well, you have successfully defeated this Otyugh. What else would you like to do while you're down here in this hole?
Oh man, look at all this garbage. People were drinking this.
Why didn't Otyugh get into a well? It's supposed to be in the sewers.
Well, seems like maybe somebody was putting garbage down here. Look at the big pile of garbage.
Yeah.
Who shits in a well?
It's so here's the official
Come on.
box text for you here. The smell of damp earth tinged with acrid rot fills your nose. What looks like the remains of an underground river snakes through this cavern, though a pile of dark rock blocks its headstream. In the far corner is the source of that scent, a pile of carrion and sewage being dragged by a fleshy three-legged creature, which obviously you killed, but
Oh, it brought the sewer with it.
Well, that was something. Okay, these rocks here in this pile, do they look similar to the rocks that we identified from like the keystone of the thing and the cornerstone?
no, this is very different.
These are just
Let
wet stones.
But I
Got
would
it.
let our two rock experts here make a check between stone cunning and just
Can't have
natural
anything
interest
to
in rock.
myself.
I'll just.
I'll let one of you provide the other one advantage if you'd like to do that.
Yeah. Oh. You want my advantage, LB?
Yeah, go
Please.
ahead.
You got it.
Take that. Yes, for sure.
Thanks, because I rolled an 11 on the first one. 16.
Okay, so with a 16, you can tell that these rocks, like this, obviously, this behind this is kind of like the main, as mentioned in the box text, the headstream. The water's coming from that direction, right?
Mhm.
But it's blocked off by these rocks. This doesn't. This looks like this was kind of caved in, like purposefully,
And
Mm.
recently.
and relatively recently. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Is there a tunnel that continues to the southeast?
That's a great question. And I'm gonna say
Mm.
no, because the game tells me there isn't anything of interest in that corner. So
Okay. Then where the hell did the goblins go?
mm,
Maybe they went this way and
And
they
then
collapsed it.
behind them. All right.
that tracks with what you're seeing of these rocks. So that may be
So,
what they did.
so if we want to follow them, we have to move the rocks and
Well,
maybe swim.
sure.
Mm.
Maybe we should get rid of this pile of garbage first.
I think that would be wise.
It's a
What would be the best
terrible.
way to get rid of the garbage down here?
Gotta bring it up.
Yeah, I mean the well, as you, I mean, it's a standard size well, but this creature is kind of fleshy and like squishy, so it might have been able to come down the well from the top if it wanted to. But who wouldn't? Who didn't see a giant thing like this walking through town?
Yeah.
So.
Hmm.
Hmm. Does it does it look like this pile of garbage is normally wet? Like if we expose, like if we get rid of those rocks, does
Mhm.
the river just like go through, or does the whole cavern fill up?
It seems as though the whole cavern fills up.
Hmm. How is everybody swimming?
You know, that's a
Great.
wonderful question. I haven't tried it since, you know, technically I don't need to breathe, so I
Technically,
don't think it would be a problem.
sure.
I think just getting like carried away into the underground water caverns would not be great.
Oh, there's that. Yes.
Hmm.
Also, remind you, you don't know where it goes.
Right.
No, but we
Yep,
do know the
yep, yep.
goblins went that way. Perhaps tomorrow, after a rest. We do still have what, the sleeping giant?
Correct.
All right. Perhaps we can.
I am going to consecrate the well. So
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go around with my holy symbol and a little bit of light.
yeah,
Bless this well.
I will say that with like minimal effort between a little bit of magic, a little bit of physical labor, and magical consecration and like protection of this, we can get this well to a point where it's not going to be a bacterial hazard. And consecration should, in theory, prevent any sort of weird, like possibly whatever was happening before that was giving Ander all of the nightmares that he had. You're essentially almost turning this, like blessing this water and turning it into a holy water well to some extent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with drinking holy water unless you're a vampire.
Dude.
So.
Oh my god. And this stuff, dude, it's gonna make everything grow like chia pets, dude.
Yeah.
That
for sure.
Shantae water.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you already have heroic inspiration there, Robert? Did I give you that already?
Yes, yes.
Well,
I
I'm
got
gonna
it from the
give it
last
to
time.
you again, but the rules say I
Two
can't
blood.
give. It says I can't give you more than one, but if I give it to you and you already have it, you can pick somebody else to give it to.
Ooh.
So who would you like to give it to?
Who's your favorite?
Because anybody else
Favorite amongst
have
your
it, so
children.
they're ineligible. Okay, Jake has
Yeah.
it, so he's ineligible.
I also have inspiration.
All right, so
Oh. Oh. Well then. Yes, I'll take your
Hey.
second-hand inspiration. I mean, why would I have it anywhere
Maybe he
else?
wanted to give it to you all along.
Sure. It's the last kid to be picked for dodgeball. This is great.
Well, hey, we're letting you play, so that's good.
Yeah. Look it on the
Wonderful
bright
for my
side.
self-esteem. Great. This is because of the Venus flytrap, isn't it?
I
Yeah,
love
let's-
the Venus flytrap.
It's caused the microphone, honey. It bless your heart.
oh.
Ooh.
All right, so
All
you
right.
have heroic inspiration. Again, as a reminder for folks who don't know, it's like traditional inspiration, but the way they have it written is that it allows you to re-roll any die roll. And it is a re-roll, right? So if you have disadvantage, let's say, and you roll a 2 and a 20, you could re-roll the 2, and then, however you want to work it. But it also could work for damage rolls and stuff like that, or percentile rolls or whatever. So use it as you see fit.
Hell yeah. We all got a pocket die. Let's go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let's
Okay,
go.
do we want to go do the other thing tonight, or should we rest?
I'd like to check it out. How is everybody feeling?
Great.
I'm always ready for action.
Oh, well, if we're checking on feelings, I'm doing just fine.
Cool.
Mhm.
All right. I guess then we'll perhaps leave the garbage removal for tomorrow
Yep.
and go check out the tavern tonight.
Okay. Consecration still complete. So, but sure. You guys are going to head over to the roof, or what is this? The
Sleeping
drowsy-
sleeping giant. Yeah.
The
Red
Tired
Robin.
ogre.
insomniac dragon.
Troll.
Yes.
The
Yes.
insomniac troll. There you go.
Uh-huh. All right.
Gotta
Well,
pay the troll toll.
I'm going to pause the game session here for a second while I do a little switching around of things and hide these tokens. What? No
It's because
tokens.
we didn't read what's new in maps, isn't it?
It's 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
all right. So there we go. Oh, we can get rid of Gidget. Sorry, Gidget.
Bye, Gidget.
Gidget's like, no, I have life. Don't take me.
No,
So,
not today, Satan.
I don't feel good, Mr. Gable.
Oh,
You monster!
not the gumdrop buttons.
I gave a whole new context to that after last week. Anyways, let's keep going.
All right. So you guys head over to the sleeping giant. Again, just as a reminder for if you forgot, or for folks who are just joining, this was the other kind of the lesser, more kind of rough and tumble tavern without an inn in the town of Phandalin that was kind of became the sort of operating headquarters, or at least in the town anyway, of the Red Brands, the group of ruffians that you guys took care of at the start of the campaign. So, as you make your way over, you don't see any signs of any kind of like damage or anything from the outside. The outside seems to be relatively the same. So whatever must have happened must be inside.
All right. Can I look around the outside, look for goblin footprints?
Sure. Go ahead and make me a survival check.
Ooh.
You want me to say perception check? You can make a perception.
I was hoping for investigation, but
all right. Well, fine. Go for it.
all right, then that is a 21.
Okay. Yeah, it's funny. You guys heard that goblins came in here and did something, and you don't see any like remnants of footprints around the outside here.
All right, I'll report that back to everyone.
All right.
I suppose we should head inside then.
Is
Alright.
there a window that I can sneak up to and peer through?
Sure. We'll say, I don't know, on the east side, there's a window.
Gable is
Over by the
going-
wall?
Yeah, by the wall. There's a window by the wall.
Gable is going to try and sneak over to the window to try to spot if there's anything inside.
Sure. Without even needing to make a roll, you can see that there are individuals inside this. There is a tall purple tiefling behind the counter, and they're like cleaning mugs and plates. And there is a dwarf kind of arms crossed, just like watching them work. Potentially under new management here.
Can I make like an insight check on body language? Are these like are these how do I put this?
They're not goblins, so I'll tell you
They're
that
not-
much.
Wow.
The body language is not that of a goblin.
That's
Is
true.
it?
I will also tell you that the bar, which you had seen, or maybe you had you seen? Yeah, it's either way. It's in like shambles. It's like splintered. Like the top half of the bar is like caved in and split in half.
Maybe I don't need to roll insight. I will right. Criminal. I will step in.
Okay. Does everybody
And-
following suit?
Are we doing a bit?
Shit.
Sure. Yes,
Uh,
let's do a bit.
Okay. I
I'm
will
going
turn
to
into a
walk in-
tabaxi.
Okay.
That's all right. Bronson, I need you to pretend to be a criminal. Someone rough and tumble.
Shit, I thought I had a cat.
Or if you want,
Right.
you can pretend to be a cat instead. Whatever your preference, really.
Now, what am I doing? I'm fighting Bishop for like my honor? What is going
Oh,
Hey.
whoa.
No, I think we're just like criminal types, not like really tough. Like you're gonna be standing in the back and being menacing and stuff.
Okay.
You're like the muscle.
Picture. Oh, I have an idea. Remember the feeling when Soot blew up the meat packet that you had created by the fire? Try to channel that. Try to channel that simmering anger.
I did what now?
Nothing. It's fine. darling. Okay, but don't look at Soot. You're supposed to look in sort of general
I'm
throughout the
sorry.
room.
I didn't know. It wasn't me.
Fine.
All right. Are we going in then? Do you have a part for me?
Oh, well, you're spicy enough, but I don't know. pretend to-
Leroy Jenkins!
All right. In goes newly found criminal pretending Bronson. And I will read you the box text, right? The tap room with a sleeping giant is quiet, save for the occasional thunk of a tankard against a table. Bar itself is in shambles, the wooden stiles smashed to splinters, and the top split in half. Nevertheless, a tall purple tiefling works behind the counter, diligently cleaning mugs and plates under the watchful eye of the surly dwarf owner. And they give you the name. Her name is Grista. I don't know why I don't think that's been established thus far, but they say it here for you. So that's her name. And I have one of my favorite pieces of art, which I will put up on the screen, is what you see on this is what the bar looks like.
Oh my god.
With their little game of tic-tac-toe. This bar sucks with an X. Zors was here. There's a little goblin with a
Oh
tankard on the
my
side.
Zors.
God.
Zors was
You
here.
see the goblin with the big biceps over there holding the axe? Like,
That's amazing.
so that's what you see. That is what's the remnants of the bar. So in comes barreling Bronson, and you startle the tiefling, and the dwarven owner. She kind of moves out in front of the bar and stands, arms crossed, and says, "Yeah, what are you doing here? Also, would you like a drink? This is an establishment. I'm not really good with customers. What can I do for you?"
I love a drink.
And she kind of just like snaps, and the tiefling like whoop runs over and like pours a drink, and comes over and hands it to her. And she goes, "What are you handing it to me for?" And then he hands it to you.
And since we've been watching Tombstone all week, I'm gonna
Yeah.
put my hands on my belt. I'm gonna do a little country waddle up before I plop myself down on the bar stool. Lively crowd.
Yeah, there's like nobody, and it's just the two of them. The bar is totally empty, and she's like, "Yeah, we're trying to get it all figured out. It's under new management. Me."
It looks like your bar was attacked by something. Sorry, I'm a black cat. I'm very sneaky.
And she's like, "Yeah, goblins."
Goblins.
I'll also remind you, whoever, I don't remember if Gable was here when you guys went in here the first time, but the bar had like a centerpiece of the bar was this like kind of unique looking black stone was part of the bar, which is very clearly been hacked and removed.
I must say, out of all the establishments I visited, this one's the most charming.
That's what we're going for. Charming. So good. It looks like it's working. See? And she talks to, I told you it was working. He's like, yeah.
Well, I must say the gap in your bar is certainly an artistic choice.
Yeah. Well, everybody's funny. We're working on it. All right. I got a great deal on it. You know, you buy a bar with a broken bar, it's pretty cheap.
Wasn't there a stone in the bar? I heard it was famous for that.
And she goes, "Yeah, I don't know. The goblins took it. I
What
just
kind of
buy
stone
this
was
place and I'm
it?
like, hey, I'm going to come get it. I can't wait to see it." And then goblins come in and destroy it before I even get stuff set up here. I don't know.
It gives it flavor.
I think it was obsidian. I don't know. Some weird black stone.
Oh.
And when was
DM.
this?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Bishop.
I thought
Last
when?
night.
Last night. All right.
Question.
Yeah, fire away.
These stones that have gone missing, are they all obsidian?
It's not obsidian.
It's not obsidian.
Like.
It's obsidian-esque, but yes, they are all of a similar look and design.
Ask the note takers. We know.
Mm-hmm.
Well. Interesting. Well, I have fuck it. I'll roll insight on them. Are these like professionals, or are they very clearly like, I got this at a discount on fucking some website? I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. Maybe this is pointless, but may as well give it a shot. 23.
Yeah, no, it does seem that she did buy this bar at a discount, but she does seem like she's clearly like the kind of the silent manager who stays in the back, doesn't really deal with customers. But no, to clarify, this bar was owned. No one really seemed to know who it was owned by at a point when it was just basically it was essentially be taken over and run by the Red Brands. And as such, like it still has like a negative connotation about it because of that. And because nobody wanted it, she bought it. And last night, the goblins came and broke and stole the thing out of it.
Well.
And she goes, "Yeah, and they took We didn't really have too much business. Only people that are new traveling through town. But it looks like they stole our all the coins that were in our overflowing strongbox, because of all the business we do.
I'm sure.
But here's the
Yeah.
thing. And she like points to like it's not much, it's still getting started, but there is still like there's food and drink and other stuff behind like in the bar and in the kitchen. She goes, I didn't take any of the food. Which is weird for goblins.
Right.
This lays a precedent. These goblins were not stoned when they got in here.
Right.
Oh,
Was any of the stone left behind?
I mean, that doesn't look like it, but you can take a look.
Bishop, would you mind looking? I'm not very good at looking at things.
Yeah, of course. Can I make an investigation check?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. 9.
Doesn't
Well,
seem
it
like
was going good for a while.
So as you can see, like you guys are over there looking at this, and it's not, Grista will kind of sidle over to. I know Bronson's not there, but he's the only one that's been really in. You have too, Gable, so he'll come over to you and say like,
No, I'm just trying to find a picture. Don't mind me.
it's like, all right, listen. It's between you and me and the totally destroyed bar here. I don't know. I think that tiefling's hiding something. He seems a little cagey ever since that thing got stolen, but I don't know. I feel like something's going on. I mean, he does a great job as a bartender and everything. I don't know. I feel like something's off. I feel like he's keeping something from me.
Well, it certainly sounds like a problem. One I'm happy to solve for a price.
Nah, do you know how to fix a bar? That's probably more important.
Oh, no. Look at me. Do I look like the carpenter? No, but I could put in a good word.
I found a pretzel rack over here.
In the middle of the conversation, Gable will glance at Bishop and say, the price will just be that you take care of your future customers or something.
Oh, great. You hear that? She says to the tiefling, we take care of the customers. They're going to figure out all our stuff for us for free.
Eyebrows raised, big smile for Bishop.
Yeah, all right.
I will meander over to the tiefling and sort of like elbows on the bar. Tell me your story. You're interesting.
It cracks a little bit more.
It cracks. My wrist cracks. My shoulder dislocates. Many things happen.
And in a very swift motion, he will like grab a tankard, fill it up with like a beer, and like slide it over to you. And it's like perfectly filled, like right to the top without spilling. It is a very practiced and fluid motion. Clearly somebody who knows what they're doing. And you see that he moves to like tap, like, sorry, let's pantomime this with a mug, right? He looks like he was gonna like tap it against the bar, but like that's right where the chunk is missing. And he's like, and like thinks better of it and like blushes a little bit and then slides the mug over to you.
It's a practiced motion. It's difficult to unlearn.
And he says,
A
yes,
luck
it's
stone, perhaps.
well in there. He like looks around and sees the kind of like trying to not like pull you off to the side away from the owner, and he goes, well, I'm not really sure. It's a little bit of a weird thing, and they say that stone was always good luck, so I always like to tap the drinks against it because it's supposed to bring everybody good luck. That's the special stone of the tavern. It's supposed to be part of like some giant who was like sleeping and broke a thing, and it came here and it got stuck here forever, and that's why they call it the sleeping giant or something. I don't know. But anyway, supposed to do that for good luck, or at least that's what I always did.
So you were here when the red, what were they called? One
No.
time?
The red brands. Yes, I mean, business. A job is a job.
Hmm. And you weren't affiliated, you were just the bartender.
Correct.
Do my pants get warm?
No, they do not get warm.
All right. I nod to Gable.
Well, that's, I understand. Superstition and all that.
Right.
Well,
And when you
suppose-
say you don't even need the insight check, you can see when you say that there's kind of like something's off when you're talking about like superstition about this, and it kind of like a little tense, maybe like a little uncomfortable.
Are you all right?
He goes, no, I'm fine. Everything's fine.
I look to Bishop.
Your pants are warm.
No, I shake my head slightly.
Darling, we're here to help. The only way we can do that is if you're honest. Now, please, let's skip this whole conversation of us trying to convince you, and you just tell us. We don't mean any harm.
All right, listen.
Oh, wait. I pull out my notebook and I write on a piece of paper. I write, "Are the goblins still here? Yes, no," and then I slide it across the bar.
Smart. And he says, "Oh, no goblins."
Okay, all right, just checking.
That's clever though. I like that.
A hold up situation.
That's true.
Show
Tombstone.
Mr. Bishop the papers.
And he says, I do not think that Grista noticed, but I feel like every drink we ended up pouring, I always felt like it was a little bit off. Like when you would drink the ale, it would give you a headache, or you'd see the mead would be covered with like a shimmering, like an oil slick or something. I don't know why
Oh.
it kept happening, but I'll be honest, I feel like it's something that I'm doing wrong. I feel like I must be doing something wrong with the way I've been pouring it, or perhaps it might be some sort of curse that I'm underneath that makes it so that I can never pour a cup of any kind of drink. I noticed I poured you a drink, you haven't had a single sip of it. It must be me.
Oh, no, it's so good. And he'll like drink like 3 big gulps knowing it tastes like clay right now.
My pants are warm again.
It's my favorite.
He's like, I don't know what it is, but every single time I seem to touch a drink, it would always turn up. Something would be wrong. People would be upset. I mean, I didn't really feel too bad about it when it was the red brands because they were all kind of dicks, but it is what it is. But now we're trying to, Grista's nice new owner let me keep my position and keep to work on this, but I'm still worried that I'll be pouring drinks and then making people sick, and then I'll end up getting fired, and then I'll have to travel back to Luskin, and that'll be a whole thing.
Oh.
Are you carrying any cursed items?
And he says, only my name.
Oh, what's your name?
And I just want to point this out to you all because I can't make this up. This is a WotC one. He goes, my name is Wheel of Fortune. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You heard that. Wheel -of -fortune is his tiefling, I guess, chosen name or given name. I don't know. But
Is it wheel or is it wheel?
Well,
Yes, do you have to blow air
Well,
when you pronounce
no,
the
no,
W
like
and the
that
H?
goes on the wagon, the Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, he ain't even a wheel. He's a wheel. Okay,
Okay.
I got you.
That's nice to meet you, Wheel. I am
bad
Soot.
luck.
Are you okay? You seem, is your
Did
name
you
like
say
mine?
that out loud?
What?
Well,
Did Bishop just say that out loud?
whatever.
I didn't even hear what he
No.
said.
Said bad luck.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay.
Well, my name is Gunther Hospice Seeker.
Well, that is, I mean, well, it's nice to meet you. Anyway, it's kind of ironic to be a tiefling named Wheel of Fortune when all you seem to do is have bad luck whenever you try to do the one thing you seem to be good at.
So, question about that. Was that only when you came to this bar, or did you perhaps work at a different bar before you came to this one?
Well, I was looking to find a new place, and Phandalin seemed like it's a little bit out of the way. There's nothing going on. I could get the job. The other bar had plenty of bartenders. I came to this bar. I got the job, and I was like, I'm pretty agile and pretty good at moving things around, and I know I have a pretty good eye and hand-eye coordination. I thought I could do this, and then every time I poured a drink, everything turns out bad.
Branson, how's your drink?
I look down at it now.
It does
Is
not
it,
seem to have anything. It doesn't look off from a look.
Is it just the well drinks, or is it the calls too?
And he goes, it just seemed to be everything that I would pour.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
it must be
always
curved.
tapped.
Well, yes, that's what you're supposed to do. It's the good luck on the duckstone in the bar.
Is this
But
your
you were
first
saying-
bartending gig? Just promoted from barback?
I mean, it's.
Or have you been bartending for a while?
I mean, I've been bartending here for quite a while. Couple year or two.
Couple of years, eh?
But again, only here in this bar that didn't. I mean, it was okay for a while, and then the Hard Investor invited all of the different red brands to come to town to be a military or a guard service or whatever his idea was, and then that didn't go well because they were attacking people, and I'm just the bartender. But they didn't seem to mind all the drinks, although I thought they were pretty bad. But then they would be like, "Hey, it's you. You must be the curse. Oh, it's the tiefling. You have a curse. That's why your drinks are bad." Blah blah blah. The whole thing.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
Huh.
I hate to hear that.
I agree. It is bullshit.
Yes, Soot.
I had a question about the stone.
All right. What did you want to know?
So as far as you probably saw it a lot, right?
I mean, every day.
Was it shiny?
Well, it was odd. It was almost spherical.
Okay. But it was shiny?
It was glittering for sure.
So it's magical?
Well, I
Or
don't know
like
about that. but-
naturally? Okay. Did it have any imperfections in it, like colors, or was it just black all over?
It was primarily black. The myth about it is that it's a piece of a petrified giant. That's why they say it's
Ooh.
the sleeping giant.
Right, okay.
That's what's.
And it never cracked or anything? Did you hit it hard?
I mean, I wasn't really wailing. I was more like just taking a glass and kind of clinking it up against it. But no, it never chipped or broke or anything like that.
Okay. All right. These are giving me clues as to what kind of stone it was. Unless it's a magical stone that I cannot look up on the internet.
Yes, I don't know
What
what
is
any
this
of those things are
internet?
on the internet, but it sounds like it might be a useful resource for geological
Mhm.
uses. But
Yes,
anyway,
for
no,
those of us who did not go to school for it.
that is fair. But no, I am simple bartender from small town who was apparently cursed and has a really unfortunate name. Feels more like a tabaxi name, if I'm being honest, with the way the Watsi writes tabaxi names, but for some reason they gave it to a tiefling.
Maybe his parents were tabaxi.
That's right, we never figured that out, but now they are canonically.
I lean up
Right.
behind Bronson and go, "Hey, what was your fake name?" Real quiet.
Gunther Hospice Seeker.
Mr. Hospice Seeker, do you know the mending cantrip, perhaps?
That I do.
Perhaps we could fix up this bar quick. I think we might be the turning point of this Wheel of Fortune here. Have a bit more luck coming in now.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
see what you did
best
there.
we do
Well
something
done.
before John Taffer takes this place over.
You've heard of him. He's real big in Waterdeep. Shutting down all those
Yeah.
cut rate bars in Waterdeep.
God.
He'll shut it down all right. I've seen him do it. He'll kill the best of dive bars. Son of a bitch.
We have to get the king of Flavortown in here. He'd give it a good review.
No, don't descend
Yes,
and listen.
yes.
You don't want to go down that road. It's a whole other thing.
A whole
Alright.
nother thing.
It's a whole other thing from another universe. It's a whole thing. We don't want to do that.
Oh,
Anyway, Yeah, well, that would be great. And he's like, wouldn't that be great? And she's like, yeah, whatever, sure.
What's this lady's name?
Grista.
Oh, Grista, I forgot you were here.
Oh, Grista the Gristle.
Mm-hmm. And she's like, yeah, I don't know, it'll be good. I don't know. They were here last night. They stole a rock and then they ran off. It's weird. They climbed up the chimney.
They left through the chimney?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Did they have a list and check it twice?
Oh, you're the funny guy of the group, I see.
I try.
Try harder.
Ooh.
Spicy grist.
I'm gonna go look up the chimney.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go outside and look on the roof that way.
Okay, are you climbing up the chimney? Are you
Well, I guess I could. I have a climb speed now, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
Do
Because
you?
No, I don't.
Oh,
That's a good
because you're a tabaxi. I see.
Yeah.
You I feel like you've got a good enough handle on a fireplace that you could climb your way up here. If the goblins can do it, then so could the soot, right? Like that's
Yeah.
how it works.
Yeah.
The soot.
I rolled an investigation of 18 as I'm climbing up this thing.
Yep, you don't even get stuck once. You just managed to climb
Woo!
right out the top. Grinch,
Not even for a second?
Not
For a
even
moment or
for a
two?
second, or a moment or two. Nope, it's crazy.
Crazy.
The Grinch would be proud of your climbing capability as you make your way up
Thank you.
to the top of this roof.
Do I
Eight
see
raccoon-
anything? Yeah, there's a raccoon in there.
8
Sorry.
raccoons bust out of there.
Yeah, as you like kind of get your head up above the roof line, pop your head out of the top of the chimney, you hear a shrill shriek as you see 3 figures appear that are on the roof who are sneaking, and they get spooked at seeing you there.
Oh,
Bishop was going out.
And you see 3 goblin figures standing atop the building, muscles tensed in surprise. Green energy crackles around the fists of 2 of the goblins. The third wields a blade of the same green energy and has a large sack over his shoulder. See, I got you.
Just
And I like roll for initiative.
All right.
let's go. Dun, 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 dun.
That is a natural 20.
Nice.
28.
Oh,
Jesus
Ew.
Christ.
That's a natural 19, 24.
22.
Still good. I mean,
Yeah, I know it will, but it was this guy rolled a 19, and then you guys were like, oh my god, 26, 29.
That is how I sound. Stop making fun of me for it.
yeah, what's wrong with sounding like this, okay? We've got big vocal cords.
or
Or
do 11.
All right, Bronson got an 11. Okay. Get to our goblin section of this book here. What'd you get, Cable? You got a 29?
28.
28.
Not that good.
just about, though.
All right, what we'll say is you guys were able to hear kind of Soot's exclamation of from up on the roof kind of echo down the chimney. So something's going on. Now that we technically have entered combat, Gable, you do have the opportunity to swap your initiative with someone.
I will swap my initiative with Soot.
All right,
Hello.
Soot, you are first then.
Where
Show them
is
the real meaning of Christmas.
Bishop? Was Bishop going outside?
Bishop was outside. He's like in the street, where basically we'll say where he is on the map.
I am where I am.
I will
Okay.
fix that for the chat so they can see.
I will activate my gloves of grasping vines and cast Entangle.
Ooh, okay.
My.
All right, so I've got to make a
20-foot square.
All right, so that'll get all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of saving throw am I making for this?
Strength.
Strength saving throw.
I can see these rolls from dead.
I'm not hiding them. So, yeah, our two lesser guys with the glowing green fists, they will fail, but the leader wielding the green blade, he will succeed.
Okay. That is, I want to say an action to activate. Let me just double check. I assume so.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And okay. Um. I will stay right here.
Okay.
Maybe I'll climb up onto the roof.
Okay, you can do that. You are up onto the roof. Next up after Soot is Bishop.
All right. I see those guys stuck up there. I know they're quite dangerous. How it says 20 feet tall at the peak of the roof there. So I'm guessing I can't just climb up easily.
No, it would take. You'd have to dash to get up to the roof. To the high point of the
Oh.
roof, yeah.
All right. In that case, I will take out my longbow and take 2 shots at this one guy that I would be able to see well, the
one that's where Bronson is.
southernmost.
Yeah, you got it.
The southernmost goblin.
Ooh, natural 1 on my first roll. I'm going to use my heroic inspiration on that.
All right.
Bless your heart, paladin
Bless
of
your heart.
dexterity.
There we go. 25 to hit.
25 does hit.
All right, and that will deal 11 points of damage.
All right.
Stars and goddess.
Feel so wilted over here in the summer heat.
Can I see the goblin leader?
I'll say you could see him, yeah.
You guys are silly. All right, I'm going to shoot my second shot at him.
All right.
Bronson, if you weren't my friend, I don't know what I would do. Ooh, all right, that is a 22 to hit. And another 11 damage for him. They are both slowed 10 feet by my longbow.
You watch as the goblin leader goes and a green psionic shield comes up and reflects your arrow.
Ooh, all right, that's a new. I'll say, which one of you uses those?
They don't answer you. They go, ah!
Ah.
Wouldn't you
then
like
I'm
to
gonna-
know?
Yeah, I asked. And then I'd like to use my movement to start my way up onto the roof.
Okay, you can do that. Then it will go to you, Gable.
I would like to bonus action dash.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, that's 10 feet. I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I've got up to 60. Do you need an acrobatics check to move the 10 feet?
To get up? No, you can just do it. It'll use unless you're if you want to make it to try to jump up to it so you're not wasting more movement, I'll let you do that.
Well, let's see, my 25, 30, 35, 40.
Do you have a
should be
climb
fine.
speed or not? I forget.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
Okay. Then don't. Yes, we established that you don't. So, okay. So you should
actually, at least on the character sheet, it does say walking speed is 30 feet. You have a climbing speed equal to your walking speed.
Okay. So then you can climb up. Well, we'll figure it out. Either way, 10 feet.
Okay. All right.
I don't because I'm not actually a tabaxi.
Correct.
Actually, yeah.
We expect.
I'm gonna go for the leader.
Okay.
And because of he hasn't acted technically yet, right?
Yeah, technically.
Okay.
But that's kind of correct.
That is a 23 to hit.
Well, that just hits.
Okay. So I don't have the extra d6 because of hex, because I don't have it cast right now, because I need to rest. Straight up. I'm going to use Piercer to reroll that 1. Good, I got another 1.
You also have Savage Attacker
That's a good
from the
point.
bracers if you don't like your total.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's better. 24 points of piercing damage.
Okay, 24 points. All right. Anything else?
Hell yeah.
Cool. Then it's gonna go to the leader's turn.
Oh, hello, darling.
So he's like, I'll show you. So he's going to. You watch as he just kind of like, he puts his hands on the side of his head, and as in a 30-foot radius sphere, psychic energy blasts out from him, and I need Soot. Definitely Gable, and maybe Bishop. I'm trying to figure out the height wise. Probably not. You might be just outside it. To make an intelligence saving throw, please.
That's an 18.
Got it.
Is this a charm?
This is not a charm.
15.
Okay. Gable, you will succeed. Soot, you will fail. You're going to take 14 points of psychic damage, and you currently, until the end of his next turn, have the incapacitated condition. As he psychically rends you. And then he's going to make some attacks against you, Gable, with his psychic blade.
Well, that's unfair. I can't deflect that.
That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, you're going to take...
My trash talking's not working.
I guess not. 11 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And he's going to do it again.
Sweet.
For a 27 to hit. For another 11 points of psychic damage. And because he's sapping your mental energy with these strikes, the next attack roll or saving throw you make before the end of his next turn takes a negative 1d4 per strike that hits. So you're taking a negative 2d4 to your next attack or saving throw you make before the end of his next turn. As you feel the psychic blades sap, putting like extra drain on your mental capabilities.
Not a fan of that.
Bronson, it's your turn.
Oh man, man, seeing that go off and hurt everybody. How can I get to him in melee this turn? I could jump with my boots of spring if I need to, Carlock style.
Yeah, you could actually, if you dash outside. Actually, no, you can go out by Bishop, right? That's probably get you less than your 30 feet. Your boots let you... So how far does it take you to get outside? Right, is it 10 feet to get outside? Looks like it. So the way those boots work, since we said we're allowing them to do the jump spell, is you spend... So that's 10 feet. You spend 10 feet of movement to jump 30 feet. So you could take 10 more feet of movement and then jump 30 feet up, right up to the roof. So you could get to melee with him.
Yes, that's what I want to do.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry.
And you just right up onto the roof.
Athletics check.
Okay. Oh. Oh boy. All right. Athletics check. Natural 1. So, to make the jump, you mean?
Yeah, I was talking about me.
Oh, no, dude. This is the jump spell, man. You're good. That just happens.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
The jump spell now in 2024 is take 10 feet of movement to make a 30-foot jump, whether you want to go straight up or a long distance.
So much easier.
It's so much cleaner in every way. No, so you make it. You're up there, dude.
Oh, man. Dude, then I'm going in with a...
you have all your... That was just movement, my man. You have everything else.
Yeah. Let Bronson smash. Ooh. Okay, looking to see what we got. What we got left. Man, I'm gonna hit him with the good stuff. Will my aura? Yeah, my aura would catch everything then with Spirit Guardians.
It sure would.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and you rolled that 1, so we might as well,
We'll push it forward. Yeah, he does have advantage on. Oh no, not this. So he's good. Yeah, go ahead. Roll that damage for the Spirit Guardians. We'll roll for the other 2 guys here and see how they do.
It's gonna be like that classic warlock ult, man. I'm jumping up in the air, like Destiny style.
Ooh,
Oh, I love
Ah,
that.
Just,
Hell yeah.
just let the lion spirits from either side erupt from the pauldrons and out of my new Brosian armor.
Yeah, man.
Let's let her eat.
They all fail. 10
10.
points. All right, the one that
I mean, it's no Jake perfect Spirit
Oh,
Guardian damage.
that's true.
but,
That is
you know,
true.
it's a start though, man. And
It's a
it's gonna
start.
keep on happening.
The one actually the leader and the one that Bishop shot, so that's everything except for the northernmost goblin. They are bloodied right now from the Spirit
Yes.
Guardians.
Hell yeah.
And then it is the goblins' turns. At which point we'll just keep the same damage and I'll make some rolls, although I forget
Okay, so I used a spell
slot. Correct. I'm sorry, yes.
I use a spell slot action. So then theoretically I can go ahead at the same time that I popped that. I could have popped bless for everybody else.
If it wasn't also concentration, yes, you could.
Okay, yeah, I forgot. That's concentration.
So is bless. But yes, because bless is not using a spell slot and it's a bonus action, you could do both.
Okay,
In theory, you could
here.
pop the Spirit Guardians, hit them with the initial damage, and then bless drop concentration on Spirit Guardians. You could do both, but the limiting factor here is the concentration.
Yes. So does that mean that I can do a cantrip after Spirit Guardians?
If you have something that's a bonus action, yes.
Okay, if it's a bonus action cantrip.
Right, because
So
you burnt your action, so your bonus action remains for whatever you have.
I need to hack this and get Shillelagh so that I can.
Correct. That would do it. So now
let's see here. I'm gonna look. Yeah, I don't think I have bonus action, actions. What cool things can I do?
I'm not sure.
So can I cast spiritual weapon then?
The spiritual weapon is still it would be using a spell slot. So it's one spell, one slotted spell.
Yes. Okay.
So
yep.
You're on the right track
with it.
You're
I
getting
can attack with it. Okay.
Yes.
My brain is almost all.
We're working. We're gonna get you caught up to 2024 at some point.
Okay.
He's gearing up.
you.
That's all.
Okay. After, hey, you know what? Damn it! Come send your complaints over here. You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right. I'm out.
All right. So what I will tell you guys, because this is an important distinction, it's probably not going to matter in this instance, but the 2024 change to Spirit Guardians is when they end their turn in the aura, they take the damage for Spirit Guardians. So it's the initial hit, and it functions like Baldur's Gate 3, right? So like if you walk somebody into it, they hit that and take that damage.
It actually makes sense now instead of
if they start their turn, because they just like now it's the regular goblins' turns. If they start their turn, they don't take the damage because they're already in it. But if they end their turn in it, they take it again. So there is something to like knocking somebody into it and then holding them there so they can take it or whatever the case may be. They also, in theory, have the opportunity to leave, but then if you just walk over and hit him with it again, it'd trigger again. But it is their turn. So let's see what goes on here. They're all entangled, so they can't move. And
is that a concentration spell?
Yeah, it dropped because I'm incapacitated.
Oh, all right, because in 2024, incapacitation drops concentration, which it did not do in 2014, as I learned last weekend. So, all right.
Oh, I never played that.
It's because
I was drop con.
Well, it makes sense, but it wasn't called out, and now it officially is. So, all right, well, they're gonna move to. Honestly, Bronson, you're the threat at this point. You're the big glowing threat here.
Come and get me.
So, they are going to come and try to punch you with their unarmed strikes. Here we go. Punch one. Ooh, 19 on the dice. A 24 to hit. So
reaction shield.
All right, so that misses, yeah. So the only
Yes.
way I can hit you with them is a natural 20, is where we're at for these guys right now, with the shield up. So we're going to try, and we're going to fail every time. You watch as these spirit guardians are spinning around, and they're all trying to hit Bronson, and he's just dodging, at which point they will end their turn. So you can go ahead and roll spirit guardians damage as I make some wisdom saving throws for these guys. There's the 20 on that, so they'll just take half damage, but go ahead and roll your damage anyway.
I call shenanigans. Ted just typed 20 as his result.
I did. You caught me. You caught
Hey.
me.
Ted's nicer than me, dude. They don't take any damage in my game.
Yeah, that's true. If you roll a 20 on a saving throw, they take no damage. So in Bronson or Robert's games. Another 10. All right. Well,
Give it a 10.
They are gonna take 5 points across the board. All right, so that is their turn. Back to the top of the round. So yes, you're the top.
I was like, what? Oh, because we switched. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm incapacitated, right?
And yes, you're
Or
right.
did we
Until
already do that?
no, it's until the end of his next turn.
End of-
So you are
yep.
incapacitated.
So, oh no, I can't talk.
All right. Cool.
Oh.
Sorry. Bishop.
Okay. I can just pull myself up onto the roof now.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I will do that. I'm going to see all of these goblins, and I will raise my sword up and call the Watcher's Will, which is my channel divinity, which will give everybody advantage on wisdom, charisma, and intelligence saving throws.
That's good.
For the duration, which is 10 minutes.
Great.
No.
So that is nice for everybody to have. And then as my bonus action, how is Soot doing on health?
Not great.
Is what I'm seeing from
great.
LB.
Not
Okay.
great.
I will use lay on hands, my bonus action, for oh fuck, I only have 5 left.
Well,
yeah, that's what happens.
Sounds like she's getting
sometimes.
4.
Yes, I think she's getting 4. I don't have another good bonus action, so I'd be like, hey, we'll get through this. You're all right.
4 points.
4 points is what I
Alright.
got.
All right.
Does lay on hands at this level trigger anything for Soot's incapacitation?
No,
No.
that's much later on. That's like 17 or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's it for you, right, Bishop?
Yeah.
All right. Gable.
Question for the DM.
Yeah.
The last time I used the cards in that cone
Mm-hmm.
was when we were fighting the little floating skeleton head.
You have gotten a long rest since then,
Okay, that answers my question.
I believe.
because
Or no, you
now
did
I'm
you?
going-
Yes, you did.
Yes.
No?
Because when we went
Oh,
to the
you-
Brosian
Yes.
people,
We walked right back, right?
Yeah, but the Brosian people
They
gave
gave us
you
Oh,
the
the
long
Brosian
rest.
meal.
Yeah, yeah. So that is
So-
still that was a different day. So yes,
I'm going to position myself
same day,
there.
different time. But yeah.
Yeah.
'Kay.
And yeah, I would like to use Spray of Cards
Okay.
and aim
Yes.
to just hit this brawler and the leader, so I don't hit Bronson.
Okay. Got it.
You couldn't have you tried.
Kind of you. Oh, well, we've established that you can.
Okay. So
Burninating peasants.
they got to make what? Is it dex saves?
It is a dexterity saving throw. Save is 15.
Dex save first up.
I had a flamethrower at TwitchCon LB, and I set everything on fire as well.
They both
felt good.
actually managed to succeed, but they will take half damage. They just won't be blinded.
Oh man, I forgot how good the Beowulf soundtrack is.
Is this the movie?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Like the
movie,
Uncanny
really bad-
Valley? Yeah, all right. That's what I thought.
No, this was like the newer one. This is a
Oh, okay.
So it's 25 total. Divided by 2 is what? 12
12. Yeah.
Yep.
Got it.
of force damage.
Nice.
Okay. 12. You have bloodied the one goblin that was not bloodied previously. So, and yeah, our main guy here, he is still hanging on.
Ugh, damn it.
Okay.
And that effect from the psychic blade, is that just ongoing right now?
It's until, hang on.
It's your next.
Before your next before the end of the goblin's next turn.
Got it. Cool.
All right, and that was it for you?
Yep, that was it for me.
All right, let's see our boy, our gobbo leader, who is still in the Spirit Guardian. So if he ends his turn, he does not get his Synaptic Rend back, so he can't do that again.
Yes.
Which would have been huge if I could have hit all of you
Let's
with that.
go.
While you would have gotten advantage from Bishop, I would have loved to see Gable manage that with the minus 2d4. Would have been an interesting.
You know, let's not.
Well, we're not.
fantasize
We're
about
not. We're not.
goblins.
We're gonna see. What do we have as far as spells go for this gentleman? He does have a lot of spells, but they don't feel like they're as good as the Psychic Blade. All right, so he's gonna swing at you, Bronson. First attack roll is a 23 to hit.
I'm here to kill your monster. No, it doesn't. I'm 26 still.
All right. Well, we're gonna try. All right. Well,
Dang.
then we're not gonna. You know what? He can throw it though. So we're gonna throw it at Bishop.
We got throw.
Oh,
He's gonna
hey.
throw it back.
It's got a 22 to hit.
That does.
You watch as he throws this psychic blade. You're gonna take 11 points of psychic damage, and you are gonna
Okay.
subtract a D4 from the next attack roll or saving throw you make.
As you say.
And as his final one, he's gonna throw it at Soot.
I
Damn,
couldn't
pick it up.
try to.
It's a
tee it
15
in,
though. So
yeah.
that mid. Oh, do you have advantage when they're incapacitated? I forget. You might not actually.
I think so, yeah. Wait, hold on. Surprise. Let's see.
That's just for initiative. No.
No, so it's
Oh.
just a straight. Yeah, you would think, but no, it's not the case.
mhm.
It's the
They
weird.
failed dexterity saving throws.
They do
but
fail,
not-
I think, dex saving throws, but your attacks aren't at advantage automatically,
Interesting.
which is a weird choice, but that's fine. So he misses, and then it is your turn, Bronze. Oh, it's the end of his turn. He's got to make a Wisdom saving throw, which is a 18, which I think does succeed, but he will still take half damage.
Roll another 10. Roll another 10.
Roll better.
Maybe he'll roll a 24. Max damage.
Shit.
Ooh.
Bronson, we need your Spirit Guardian's damage.
Give
Got
it
it,
to
baby.
us. Give it to us.
Another 10.
Holy shit.
Well, you are consistent, my man. I'll tell you that much. All right, he takes 5
1,
points of
8.
damage from his success, and then it is your turn, sir.
I will. Ooh. Does anybody have has anybody else taken damage other than Soot?
A little. Yeah.
I've taken many damage.
Okay, perfect. Then I will channel Divinity.
Ah, nice.
And how many points do I get to split up now?
25?
I'm at 1/3 of my health.
Reserve 25. So I'll give the maximum round up or round down, Ted.
It is for healing, or how's that? Or what do you mean?
Since
Oh,
I can only give half to one character.
well, it's half of their hit points. So
Oh, half of their hit points.
half of
Okay.
their maximum hit points. So
Oh, okay.
so you
Man,
figure out
I
how
wonder
you
if
want to.
I've-
Have you been
wonder if
doing it
I've
the wrong way
always-
the whole time? Ah, that's how it's always been.
I don't know. I'm also like I haven't got a lot of sleep, so like
That's fine. It's fine.
uh,
So it's
I mean, like,
you
it's
can't.
just like knowing that warlocks get their spell slots back. Why
It's-
wouldn't you
yeah,
know
Yeah,
that?
so you can't heal any character past half of
Good
their
point.
maximum hit points. But
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
get
yeah,
them
yeah.
up to their half, whatever that might be. So however
what
that's-
how many points to get you to half? So
11. Oh, sorry.
11 for
that's-
Gable. How about
9.
oh, that's 20.
9.
I'm above half.
So you can heal them both up to half, sounds like.
Cool. Do it. Let's do that.
All right.
Okay.
Get yourselves up to half hit points. That's your action, yeah?
Yep, that is my magic action.
You still have a bonus action now if you want to
And
do something.
I will use my bonus action to give who's hurt the worst then? Who would look the bloodiest to me after that healing?
Well, we're both at half, right?
Yeah, but who's
Yeah.
got less hit points?
Oh, probably me. I have 38.
I have
Alright,
30.
Oh, 30.
Oh!
Oh shit. Then I'm gonna Gable! I'm gonna yeet what this goodberry? This goodberry's gonna look like the old school Kirby Maters.
Yeah,
It's just like
with the big,
it's like
the Maxim tomato.
the Maxim tomato, dude. It's
Oh,
gonna
I love that.
but it's gonna look like an heirloom. It's gonna have that purple look to it. Ah, get you get a goodberry.
All right. You
And yeah, I'll
heal
stay
for 4
stay
more.
locked in.
Bronson,
Put it in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. So you'll heal for another 4, and then it is the Gobbo's turn.
Not doing that for free on the internet.
Now that I can administer good berries as a bonus action, dude, I'm just like I can just yeet these things out, man.
Mm-hmm. All right. So seeing you get all this healing, the northernmost goblin is gonna attack you, Bishop. Or sorry, not Bishop, Gable. With a 18?
18 will miss.
Damn. All right.
Nice.
Second punch misses. And then this other guy, the southernmost goblin, he's really got it in for you, Bronson. He's going to try to hit that natural 20, and he does not at all. And then they end their turn. Give me that Spirit Guardian's damage. Can
Well,
he?
That's
shield
not true
isn't up
because
anymore, right?
Shield
Yeah.
is
Oh,
down.
shield's down. They rolled a 5 and a 3. They
Oh,
can't do
shit.
it anyway. So go ahead and
Get wrecked.
give me that Spirit Guardian's damage. Let's see how we're doing here.
Can we do it one more time?
Can we hit a 10? Get a jackpot
On.
here.
Come on, Wheel of Fortune.
I don't know what you're telling. I'm just downstairs in the bar. I don't know what you want me to do.
I have nothing to do with
Oh,
it.
right,
I
all
almost
right.
pulled Jake. 15, baby.
That's fine.
15.
Hey.
I'm not even gonna roll because even if they succeed, that's enough to take out both of the Psy brawlers. They die from the Spirit Guardian's damage at the end of their turn.
Oh.
However, I would like Gable and Bronson to make me 2 intelligence saving throws as their
Oh,
brains scanner explode in psychic energy.
Wait.
At advantage.
At advantage.
Thank you.
Your intelligence saving throws are at advantage, or if you're Bronson, they're always at advantage. But
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Thank you for rolling a
Mhm.
6 and a 7.
Oh,
That's an 11.
11. All right, that's two separate saving throws. You got 2 effects going
Oh.
off here.
Oh, worst.
what-
8.
They're both blew
okay.
up.
I got to make
One more.
one for intelligence.
One, 2
another
intelligence. Another intelligence.
Okay, got it. 12 on the first one, and then 12 on the second.
Same verse. The
God.
first verse, the second verse, same as the first. All right. Well,
Damn.
they both
My
explode.
brain.
But from both of them, you'll take a combined total of 10 points of psychic damage each as their brains explode, and you take that damage.
Okay.
Now, I don't think
Good news is Bronson is resistant to psychic damage. You can't really get much dumber.
and I don't think you can fail a Constitution saving throw, can you? Like, you get lower than a 10?
Yeah, I can fail.
Okay. All right. Well, then
I just roll. I just
concentration
roll with
check
advantage.
with a DC 10 here.
Yeah, 22. Baby.
Yeah, you're fine. So, all right, it's back to the top of the round. Soot, you are no longer incapacitated.
Ow.
There is the leader
okay.
left.
Did we determine is he bloodied?
He is very
Mhm.
bloody.
Okay. Soot is going to draw her obsidian scimitar
Woo!
and walk up to him and I'm going to try to intimidate him to get him to tell us why you here.
He's got the sack over his shoulder. Don't forget.
Yeah. Well, we tried to talk. We didn't try to talk to the other ones, so.
That's true. You didn't
I'll
try.
Oh, I rolled a 19. Let's go. It's a 22.
Oh.
Hi, hold on. Just for Cujo, can I hear regular Soot say something intimidating while brandishing a scimitar?
You could if I was regular Soot, but I'm not. I'm a tabaxi right now, so
That's true.
it's.
Well, fine.
Your friends are dead. Tell us, why are you here?
That's right. Khajiit has coin.
I will spill your guts if you do not tell me. Oh, sorry.
I'm nearby and I'm like, so proud.
So
Mm,
Our baby's growing up.
let's see.
I also love
all
that
tabaxis.
Ted has to book dive to figure out what he can.
No, I have it. I'm just trying to figure out if this guy would be willing to give up anything.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So you said, tell us. What did you ask? Sorry, give me the request.
I asked him, tell us why you're here.
And he says,
Spill your guts before I spill them.
"Gotcha." He says, I'm here for this," and he gestures at the sack on his shoulder.
All right. Why are you stealing these things?
Oh, this is gold. I forgot it.
Why are you stealing all of the random stuff in the town? Like the stones?
my
What
pants
do
get
the
worn?
stones mean?
No. You can hear as he's shaking it around. It's like the clinking of a strong box.
Oh,
Like you heard that the strong box got stolen from downstairs. And you know they left in a rush, so it looks like he may have just left it on the roof and forgot it. And he just came back to get it.
Why are you stealing all the random stuff?
Because that's what we're told to do.
Do you know why you're taking these random things specifically?
Oh, no, because Ruxith had told us to.
Where is Ruxitid?
At home.
She puts the scimitar closer. Where is your home?
Oh, the rest.
Man, you are not helping yourself.
Oh no, Zorzula's rest. The rest. That's what we call it.
Do we know what that is?
You don't.
You will take us there.
I
Or draw it on the map. Are you good with maps?
don't really know.
Oh.
It's underground. I can tell you that much.
Okay.
It's an old
Did you
Dwergar
take
mining post.
Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Did you take the sewer to, the well to get here?
He goes, no, they closed that one up.
Okay. How did you get here? Did you walk through the forest?
There's a path.
Where is the path?
Yeah, you really ask
this goblin so much.
Just trying to be accommodating and answer all your questions. I don't know what you want from me. He says, well, it's probably like it's like a day away. Like we stole the thing and then we forgot the gold, so we came back to get the gold. It took us a day. We didn't think anybody was going to be here because it was nighttime. We were on the roof. Who comes up a chimney?
I did.
I know.
Santa Claus.
Trust me, little goblinoid. You don't want to mess with her when she's angry. And I'm gonna walk over with some of my holy water and just a slice of that Kirby made her. I'm gonna take my old buck knife off and just carve a little slice, and I'm gonna go in, Bronson good cop style.
Mm,
One, I want to see if he drinks this holy water, what happens.
okay. And he's like, awesome food, sure. And the holy water doesn't do anything to him when he drinks it. He's like, yeah. And he's like, eating. He's like, that's real. Yeah, Ruxatid, he's got a big brain. We call him the big brain. We think
Does
he
he
got
have
it
this
from.
like extended head?
Oh, well, yeah, but he's got a giant glowing crystal in his brain.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of the goblin gods gave it to him. Pretty sure.
That makes sense.
Or at least some old god gave it to him, and now he's got big brain thoughts. He's the one who's orchestrating
Okay.
all this stuff. He's like, hey, go here and take this. And I'm like, well, you're the big brain.
These
makes sense.
abilities that you have, the psychic blades and whatnot, are those gifts from Ruxathid?
No, some of us are just born with it. I was born this way.
Not Maybelline, then.
No, you're welcome, Cujo. That was for you. The
Not-
face got me everything I
not-
wanted from that.
Not Maybelline, but definitely Gaga.
All right. So it's a day away.
Yep.
And what happens if you don't return?
I mean, I already dropped off the stone, so I guess they just don't get some gold.
Okay, he's not going to notice that you're gone?
Listen, lady. You're probably talking to me more than anybody's ever talked to me in my whole life. So
It's kind of sad.
I mean, we're a bunch of goblin underlings. Like, they don't care about us. If I die, well, I'm just one more on the pile of dead goblins. But I do appreciate your interest in my personal life and my well-being. But if I don't make it back, it's no skin off of Ruxathid's nose, you know?
That makes sense. How many are you?
I'm me. There's one.
Sorry. How many goblins are there under Ruxathid?
Oh, well, it's the whole Salisbury tribe, right? So.
Mm-hmm. So
Wait.
like more than 5?
Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of us. Not
I'm
all of
sorry,
us have
could you
these.
spell that?
Yeah. S-A. No, I can't spell.
Ted, could you spell that for me?
It's literally Sawplee.
Okay, cool.
Sopley.
Curious. Are you? Well, have you run into another goblin named Droop? Is he among your number?
Oh, no. You're talking about those scrap
Yeah.
tops? No, they're not part of our group.
Oh, I thought. Okay. Yeah.
Don't assume.
No, not at all. I didn't know his last name. Now I do.
Yeah, no. Listen, there's the Cragmaws, and then there's the scrap tops, and there's the Sawplee goblins all over here. The Cragmaw, I heard they were doing this whole thing for some drow guy, and then I think they almost all up and died. I don't know what happened to them, but I think they're all dead
Yes.
now.
Right.
And then the scrap tops, I don't know, they just tinker away with all sorts of weird stuff and live in their mountain home. I don't know. I don't see much of them. Well, let me rephrase. I didn't see much of them. And then there was this time where a bunch of them showed up and Ruxathid summoned some giant monster made of flesh and mouth and teeth. And then they had some sort of giant robot thing that fought and like destroyed a whole bunch of the area around where our base is. But other than that, I haven't seen him.
Well, that definitely sounds like a fever dream.
I mean, it might be. This stuff's just like, woo! And as he says that, there's like green, like, around.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, if we will you take us to your people?
Oh, they're really not going to want me to do that.
Well, I understand that, but like, I'm being nice.
Also, your other option is, die now.
Yeah, you're not really giving me a whole lot to go off of here.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
You're not. Don't lie to me.
You're right, I'm not. My pants were warm when I said
You
it.
know, actually, you
What?
seem to like money.
I mean, let's be real. Who doesn't?
What
That's
if
whatever.
there is a potential job opportunity? Maybe you could find work as a hired guard, or mercenary, something more productive and good for your wallet as opposed to dying here on this rooftop.
I mean,
I can put in a good word.
Well, all I'm gonna say is, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, because there's a whole bunch of us down there in Zorzula's Rest. So, like, is this your plan for all of us? Are you gonna talk to all of us? Because like, there's a bunch of us. So I'm fine if you want to offer us all, sanctuary somewhere and set us up with some great life. But just so you know, if you do this for one and it gets around, people are gonna be like, "Oh, those are the guys that save goblins," and that might become your reputation. So I just want you to know that. Because if I take you there and they're like, "Oh, why did you bring us here? Why did you bring them here?" And I was like, "They were really nice." And they're like, "Well, hold on, we could be nice too." I just want you to be prepared for that. That's all.
I don't think that's bad.
No, I just want you to know people don't really love goblins in general, let alone ones with weird green mind powers.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
maybe this is it's a stereotype we just have to get over.
Listen,
Ted, I'm sorry. I forgot to drop Spirit Guardians.
I know it's technically still. It's technically, yeah, I know he's dead at this point, long since then.
Oh
no! It's technically all of this is happening.
If you guys want to save him, Ted has not ruled that.
We haven't technically left Soot's turn yet, but still.
Yeah. I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum, so
I will. Both options are on the table, folks. He can get you this information and then just expire from the Spirit Guardians. Or we can say the Spirit Guardians were when the interrogation began. The Spirit Guardians he was included in it or dropped from it or what have you.
Spiritual cage. We got him in the spiritual cage.
Yeah, I'll let you guys decide. He's given you this information. You can just, I don't know if it's a morality thing or if people don't want to be the one to do it. We can let the Spirit Guardians just churn him up like they would normally do. Or you can choose to retain him and become, the team of goblin saviors, which is fine. You've already done it for one group. Why not another? But I just want you to know, and I'm playing that out through the form of this goblin, that you're offering it for one. The others might be like, well, if the option is death, Ruxathid's he's an okay boss, but we don't like it that much.
We could have a city of goblins under our control.
I don't like
city of goblin.
Honestly, I just want them to be able to live and coexist instead of, otherwise. I don't know. That's my 2 cents.
I don't know. He seems kind of nice.
He does seem he's very forthcoming. He's quite handy in a fight. I will say, you've got some mark hits on me, and that really fucking hurt.
I didn't even I have telekinesis and all sorts of stuff I didn't even bother throwing out.
See,
Wow.
they are quite talented.
So drop the Spirit Guardians.
Over the table, I'm going to drop it. But let it be known, when we manacle or lash this little fucker up, he's going to be able to mess with our minds at any point in time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we have anything to stop him from psychically pushing our shit in if he wants to. So we better make sure that he feels comfortable. And
I'd like to roll insight on this goblin.
That is fair. Above board, he has 7 hit points currently. So, he's hanging on by a thread. He almost got taken out a couple of times there, but
I'll give you one of my bardic inspirations.
Ooh.
All right. What is that? A D6?
6.
Okay. That is 31.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's true. And you're just trying to get a general vibe of this.
I'm trying to understand if this goblin is truly totally.
I'll be a normal person in society. Yeah.
Yeah. That, or is this goblin going to betray us?
Is this his last ditch effort to not die immediately?
Right.
Yeah, so what, moral quandary is moral quandary for a reason, but I'll provide you with what I can and you make your decision on that, right? So he's thrown out a few times, kind of in passing that like Ruxathid is their leader. It doesn't seem that he's like particularly loyal to him. In a typical goblin hierarchy, the one with the most power, perceived to have the most power, is usually the one who ends up leading because they have the capability to, throw their weight around, right? So, but kind of based on this, it seems like this is a kind of guy. He's not like a benevolent leader looking to raise his people up to a greater anything. He's the goblin with a lot of brain power, quite literally, and is, ruling his people as such. Perhaps without a wicked figurehead to do the, to tell them where to go and what to do, they could, be more on the peaceful side. They're still goblins, so there's like an inherent mischievous nature to them, just as a general thing for goblins. Could they have a place here in Phandalin? Who knows? A lot of the people here in town don't love that. We probably wouldn't love that because of the interactions they've already had. But, you guys are also pretty well known here in the town. You might be, or, set them up somewhere else. I don't know. He doesn't, yes, there is some degree of, if I don't say the right thing, you will kill me, right? There's obviously that. You've explained that very explicitly to him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not opposed to the concept of a better life. Does that help?
That does. Well, how about this? What if we remove Ruxathid?
Okay. I mean, that's a good start.
I mean, you wouldn't have somebody forcing / ordering / commanding you to cause such problems for neighboring towns. You might be able to maybe turn over a new leaf if you really wanted to.
Sure.
What's your
Right.
name, pal?
That's a great question. I had one, but I didn't really like it, so my name is
True.
Wilty.
My name is Narlock.
Narlock.
With a G.
Narnar.
Yeah, why not?
Narlock with
Let's
a
put the
G.
G in front of there. Why not?
Okay. So if we take care of Ruxathid
Yeah.
and leave you guys, or we give you instructions that give you a set of rules, and you follow them, then you won't have a problem with us.
I mean, I can speak for me,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And perhaps I would be willing to bet that most of the others would follow suit, given the fact that the alternative is you murder all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Murder is a really, really good motivation.
Sure, of
it
course.
can be.
Right? I mean, if the shoe was on the other foot and there was a whole bunch of other goblins and we had you surrounded and you were going to die and we're like, do the thing we want you to do or you die. I feel like your answer's probably going to be like, okay, sure, we'll take the option. I mean, maybe you'll just be like, kill me. And then, like, I guess you win. I don't know.
Boring. That doesn't work.
So, okay, so it sounds like we're at a good intersection here of you're going to take us to your leader, and then we're going to take care of him, and then we'll go on from there.
Now, Narlock, when you are around Ruxathid, do you find it more difficult to disobey his orders?
I mean, I feel like he mostly rules through fear.
So he doesn't have, like, psychic control over you?
Well,
Compulsion?
I mean, he's got something.
Right.
He's
Big brain.
Yeah, he's a specialty kind of goblin. I think that crystal gives him a bunch of powers.
Sure.
Makes sense.
Yes, most likely.
Tell you exactly when I find her stat block. Here it is.
That's fair.
I haven't really ever seen him do it too much, but I heard from somebody else who happened to witness him do it. He can make like weird tentacles shoot out of his brain and attack, like stick into other people's brains.
Mm.
Delightful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear he does it to like mess with people's minds and like
Oh.
squeeze their brain like a
Ooh.
peach.
Ooh.
Goes up your nose and then like.
All
No,
right.
Like a
okay.
stress
Nope.
ball.
You
That's
had us
quite
before.
the-
Totally fine. Now, no details needed.
I mean,
Alright.
you asked.
Wait. Oh, now you're super descriptive on your answers. Weird how that works.
Mm.
I mean, I
All
could
right,
go
no
back
luck.
to being
Well-
vague.
No, it's fine.
But he does have like a. Yeah, he's got one of those like one of these, and he like psychic blade. But his is a lot stronger than mine.
Oh.
Mhm.
Like if you had to quantify the damage, like double mine.
Right.
Oh,
Mhm.
delightful.
Powerful guy.
Yeah, yeah, he's. Yeah. Yeah.
Any way to suppress those psychic powers?
Probably cut his head off,
Mm.
That
or
would be
extract
good.
the giant crystal that's sticking out of his forehead.
That would probably be similarly.
I figure they
effective, sure.
probably go together.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All
But
right,
also, I
well,
haven't been back in a couple days, so I don't know what other shit he's been up to. Because he's always got schemes.
do you know the list of things that he asked you to take?
Yeah, he told us to come take that stone out of the bar,
Mm-hmm.
and we did that.
It's already back. Do you know the other things?
He wanted
And
a
what
lot
he
of
was doing with them?
stones for some reason. He wanted like a
Uh-huh.
stone from under the one building that's all fallen down, and he wanted a
Mhm.
stone out of that big pile of stones. Oh, and in
Mhm.
this weird thing, like there was a well, but inside the
Mhm.
drum of the well was a rock.
Mhm.
Oh, in the bucket?
No, in the drum that the rope ties around.
Oh, I see.
It was
Okay.
inside it.
So a lot of weird rocks.
Yeah.
Do you like rocks?
I mean, they're okay.
Yeah. I guess you can't really tell me what kind of rock it is, right? Was it magical?
It's something. I don't know.
Okay.
Wait a
Um,
second. DM,
yes.
did Wheel of Fortune pour my drink perfectly fine?
Sure did.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then the water from the well was also cursed because of the stone, and Sister Gariel's been having bad luck lately with the odds.
Wait. Timing. He poured the drink fine now because the
Yes.
stone
Post-stone.
wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. And Sister
Yes.
Gariel's been having bad luck.
Right. Because of the stone.
I'm just now catching up to this, and I feel like you've already been on that same page.
Well, we didn't have
No,
a
you're
chance to
doing-
chat about
We
it.
call that
Right, no,
sowing
you're doing
seeds
great.
in the DM world. We just-
Yeah.
My brain synapses just connected those thoughts together.
Good.
And that's Cujo, not Gable.
Plus.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Okay, so okay, just 1 second, and she's gonna lean over to whomever is closest to her, and she'll say, "We need to sleep. What should we do with him while we sleep?"
Well, he's got to go to jail for the night.
That's true. Everyone knows he's here.
No,
Okay,
look, you got to go to jail for the night.
That's fine. Listen, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how your friends in the town are gonna feel. Like we broke a lot of their stuff and stole a lot of their stuff, and I think
Right.
somebody kidnapped somebody. That wasn't me. I don't know if that's true.
The what?
Yeah, some of the guys they never been out from underground. Like this is their first time on the surface, so they were like
Mhm.
real excited to go be crazy and do goblin things. So nobody killed anybody. We weren't told not to kill anybody, but I think they captured some people. I don't know why.
Okay.
So there might be like a
Right.
couple
Okay.
people missing from the town. That wasn't my group. My crew are these two dead guys and me and this box that we stole from downstairs with some coins in it.
Okay.
Yes,
Well,
can I
we're
have that
going to.
back, real quick?
Yeah, I guess.
Thank you.
I mean,
Okay.
what am I gonna say? No.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Okay,
straight
so
to jail.
yeah, we're going to take you to jail, and watch you and make sure that you do, just
Well,
because
yeah,
we're
I mean,
new friends.
no, it's fine. I'll be upfront with you guys. Like, I don't have weapons. All my power is contained within inside me, and it's all in my mind.
Right.
So you don't even get to see me doing it. It just kind of happens.
I
So, like,
know.
if I wanted to kill the jailkeeper or whatever, or like rip the door off the hinges with telekinesis, or like pull the key over, I could. So if I'm there in
be
the morning,
there.
you know that I didn't do anything. I just want you to know.
Well, we're not just going to leave you there. That would be mean. Just like
I
no
mean,
company, except for that one guy who's in the jail, and he kind of sucks.
Can't kill him though.
No, don't kill him.
I mean, I'm just like, I'm being upfront.
No,
I'm
exactly, I
staying.
appreciate
If I'm
it.
in the jail in the morning when you wake up, it's because I chose to stay there.
No, it's understandable.
Okay, because the jail can't hold me is what I'm just want to make that very clear.
No, it's
No,
understandable.
no,
Right.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just kind of a thing for
Oh,
us.
it's a
to feel
formality. I
safe.
understand. I get it.
Yes, yes.
I get it.
You know, perhaps the jail is not the best option.
No,
The well.
you want to put him in the well?
I mean, we have more open space. We make sure you have enough
Yeah.
provisions or a bedroll or something. You've got a gigantic caved-in tunnel on one side, and
I mean, I could
Uh,
open that cave pretty easily.
That's what
With
I
my-
was.
How well do
gonna
you
say.
swim?
I mean, as well as any other goblin.
yeah.
So well enough to swim
Well
out.
enough, I guess.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So I have a high intelligence, so I can understand your jokes.
Sure, yeah.
That's better. Okay. Well, let's do the jail thing just
Yep.
as a formality, and then we'll tell people that don't worry, they're not going to come for you. We'll handle that. Okay.
All right. They get food in the jail?
Yep.
Oh, man, this is a great gig. Take me to jail.
Take me to
Well,
jail and lose
sure.
me forever.
All right, so yeah, you're able to take Narlock to jail. The strong box, if you wish to return to Grista, has 10 gold pieces, 14 silver pieces, and 17 copper pieces. It's not a whole lot in there.
I'll
Yes.
begrudgingly hand it over.
And she's
Oh.
like, that little jerk didn't get very far. Thanks. See?
No
He's
problem.
out here helping us. Good job.
Yes. Happy to help.
No, you're not. He puts the thing behind the bar. She goes, yeah, you can have free meals here for a week if you want them.
Oh,
Yay!
delightful.
Ha-
And they're not very good. They're not as
Yeah.
good as Toblin's food over at the Stonehill Tavern, but it's
I'm
free.
not really
So,
so
yeah.
it's fine.
Gable, because for watches we should watch him, right? So
You gotta watch
Position me
him.
Position me at the door, and I will stay up all night.
okay,
And
just by yourself.
I'll hang out.
You feel free to take watches with me if you want. It really doesn't matter.
Well, he is a goblin of pretty extraordinary ability. I wouldn't want him to start something that, we can't finish quickly.
Fair.
I mean, also, if you kill me in there, like, my head will explode, and you'll probably kill that guy in the other cell.
That sounds like a him problem.
All right. Anyway, take me to jail. So you can move him over to jail. And you've got people set up to Gable or whoever else wants to stay to watch him. Is there anything else you'd like to do before you go for a rest this evening?
If possible, I would
Yes.
like to peek in on my dwarf friend who is
Oh,
looking
Gwen?
at that cipher.
Yeah. Okay. So you can go and find where she is at the...
Like if she's sitting at a window, just so like immediately pop up in the window, like, do you have anything yet?
She's like, oh my god, that was quite a little bit
Hello.
of a shock. Well, I'm working on
You're
it. I
awake
have
now.
I have a few things. Did you find? And she's like, I'll show you in a second. Did you find anything else out about what's been going on about the town and with these goblins and things they've been doing? What else did you find?
Yes, well, apparently the rocks that have been taken, all of them,
Mm,
rocks, just rocks, and maybe a couple people, unlucky,
all right.
unlucky stones. And
Interesting.
so, in one sense, oh no, the well is broken, a bar is broken, but in the other, people might not have bad luck or nightmares or anything. So, some good, some bad. We are in the process of hunting down their leader, and we'll deal with that in the morning.
And she goes, all right, that's pretty helpful. Anything else you were able to find? I might be able to piece things together.
What do you know about vengeance, spirits?
I mean, are we still talking about the goblins, or are we talking about something
No,
else again?
no, we're talking about other things now.
All right. Well, why don't we close out our goblin discussion and then we can talk all about
Right,
vengeance
sorry.
spirits.
Priorities.
Sure. Yeah,
Um,
right. So what else
right.
did you find? I heard you said there was unlucky stones. You said you'd found a um. Honestly, I don't remember everything that you told me. What else did you tell
Mm.
me?
We took care of the thing in the well, which was quite
Right. All right.
disgusting.
So
We
you
probably
destroyed
should
cleared out the
probably
well,
should
and
clean that out. Um, there's a bit of garbage down there. We're going to take care of that as well. Um, oh, the bar, the sleeping giant,
right.
also had a visit. We took care of that as well.
All right. So it's another
Um,
another one of these unlucky stones or whatever you said they were.
yes.
All right.
Um, uh, oh, we took care of the shrine. Made sure that
All
was
right.
put back
That's
together
good.
with normal stone. Well, actually, with a different stone, so it could still be prayed to. And there was one more. There was one more, wasn't there? I believe it was a house or something that came down.
Oh no, the miners' exchange.
Yes, yes. There was some. There was a trap that had been dug up from the wreckage.
Hmm.
Something very specific. I'm guessing it's another one of these stones.
All right. So you found a bunch of stones, and they were all taken by these goblins somewhere.
Yes. In something rest.
And she's like flipping through
Zorzula's
her
rest.
and she's like, "Oh yeah, all right. I have a little bit. Yeah, some ancient dwarven outpost for mining. It looks like. Yeah." And she
Sure.
like flips through some more pages and like finds a map. She goes, "All right. Yes. If what I have about the area is true, it looks like it's about a day's ride away." And she can kind of like show you on a map where it is very clearly.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah,
Um.
delightful.
Yeah, it's the Sawplea tribe of goblins who apparently are led by Ruxathid, who has a giant green crystal in his head. They call him the Big Brain.
This is
Uh,
all right. This is so much information. How did you come across all this? This is wonderful. There's so much stuff we can do with this now.
sure. We believe that it may have been a Dwerger outpost at some point,
Right.
even if it was originally dwarven, because we found this pickaxe piece here, um, and as well as our captive, uh,
Mm.
Narlock. Let's see, what else did we find? Um, yeah, that's most of it. We need to go see if anyone's missing, though, because we
Oh yeah,
also
yeah.
so
Uh,
that is quite important.
and she's like, all right, well, from what you said, I think you've pretty much hit the nail on the head with all this. Looks like Zorzula's Rest would be the place. It seems that, again, whatever these stones are, they've got some sort of, you said unlucky, definitely some sort of weird property, and it seems like from what you've told me, they're hunting these specifically for one reason or another. Um, yeah, I would bet, like I said, you're right on Zorzula's Rest. You'd expect, probably things like you'd expect in any Dwergar mining post, probably a bunch of mine carts and tracks and things of that nature, and possibly an area that'll lead us to something where there's lava or something like that for power and forges and things. Um, all right. Well, I think it sounds like you've got as much information as I've got at the moment on this. So if you find anything of interest at Zorzula's Rest, more about these stones, perhaps, maybe we could figure out what else it's tied to, or how else it works, or maybe what the ultimate goal is for any of this. Um, Now, about your ciphered message.
Yes.
She says, I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure I could crack it myself all the way either, but it's a series. It appears that there's 3 or 4 different ciphers that are all mixed together that need to be conducted in the right sort of order. So what I've been able to do is kind of rework the ciphered message into something that I think will be more decipherable, if that makes sense. And she will display to you an updated cipher message that she will write on a piece of paper that she will give to you all. Which looks like this. Yeah.
Oh.
Bibbidi Quinn Quinn laugh. Rise, yes. Ding 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 ding
Oh,
ding.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well. Sure.
Soot just leaves the boys.
Goodbye.
Ring, ding, 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 ding.
So there's an updated message
Thank you.
for deciphering purposes. And she says, and another thing that I've been curious about, I've been thinking about it for a little bit. I might be able to help. I see you have a bunch of. Apparently, you found yourself in the possession of several pieces of, several Brosian artifacts, as it were. I think, based on the knowledge that I have and the history books and things that I've read on it, I might be able to, at the very least, to help you figure out what else. As I'm sure you're aware, the Brosians were big on specific sets of armor and things. I might be able to help you find out at least what the other things that you might be missing from the various sets, and maybe to some degree what they might do were you to find them.
Brosian hint.
Yes.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Do you spend much time at Candlekeep?
I mean, I spent a little bit of time there, yeah, as a scribe and a researcher.
I'm impressed.
Well, it's I mean, it's really the best place that you can go if you're looking for information. Outside of the places where the things happened in the first place.
Well, I suppose.
Can I ask? I'm sorry, this is Soot. Hello. I look different, but it is me, Soot. Or is the goblin not with us anymore?
No, he's at the jail, I think, yeah.
Okay. No, regular Soot. I was just wondering how you got there on the cipher.
Well, it is a mixture of I would say it's a little bit of a substitution cipher with a shift cipher mixed with a keyword cipher. It's a series of different ones, but I think I've landed it onto a place where we're at now that, well, I again, I'm trying to do all these irons in the fire as far as research and things go, that this should probably get you. I think this might be some sort of a keyword or something along those lines, but I'm not entirely sure. And I don't know what the keyword is either.
Okay.
Well, all right then. I'll get back to researching.
Yes,
whatever
thank
I've
you
got.
for the.
Yeah.
Thank you for your assistance.
I mean, that's what I'm here for. So bring me all your nerdy stuff, and I'll help you figure out what I can while you go off on adventure.
Gable's just gonna stare at that new message.
Okay.
For a while.
Kind of funny when you say it out loud. When you read it out loud. That's just me being a jerk. Like, it doesn't actually read as anything. It's just But yeah, anything else for you all before you would like to take a long rest here?
I am going to do some late night cooking to get all my treats in order, and we're gonna do what I cooked right before I left for my current travels, and I'm gonna do pork tenderloin medallions dredged in a seasoned barbecue style flour, and I'm going to make gravy out of the garlic infused olive oil that I'm going to fry the little medallions in. We're doing one dredge of flour, so just a nice light, crispy, perfect. And I'm gonna fry them up. I'm gonna take them off just a little bit early so they finish and steam on themselves over in the paper towels. While I have those covered, so we're gonna have a big pile of pork medallions, awesome batch of pork drippings and garlic gravy, and I'm going to get the old Dutch oven out, and I'm going to take the rest of the good berries, and I'm going to make good berry cobbler, and with a little slice of homemade ice cream right on the top.
Sounds
You
good.
know,
Sounds delicious.
I did just realize it has been quite some time since we had verbal food porn on one of these episodes. So thank
Yeah,
you.
that's right.
Blair.
Don't remind me the last time it went up against the wall. Here you
Mhm.
go.
Gable's like half-heartedly. He's just like staring at that message, just
Mhm.
half-heartedly eating.
I'm going to give her new brain friend a couple medallions and a piece of cobbler as well.
All right. He's like, wow, this is great. I should go to jail more often.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes crime pays, you know. What can I say?
I mean, this isn't a really great argument against it, if I'm being honest. So my whole
I slip
people
up
will
my
get a
card
better
for
life, and I get banging meals. Like, we should steal all the time.
Here's my card for prepaid legal. Sometimes good things do happen to bad people.
It's like, that's a good slogan. I like it. Um, all right. Anything else before this long rest?
Man, I've been looking at the cipher.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking everybody, because I know 2 to 3 of you are not paying any attention to what I'm saying.
I'm
That's not
listening.
true.
I am gonna keep an eye on Narlock in the jail.
Cool. All right.
with
So
Gable.
everybody's going for the long rest now, is what I'm gathering. Yeah.
Mhm.
Gable basically like parks himself in front of the jail door,
Mhm.
like with the cipher, but he's still awake and like maybe having some idle conversation with.
Okay. Well,
Narlock.
importantly, I have a way that I can jolt everybody back to paying attention to me for a minute
Oh
here.
boy.
You ready for this?
Yeah, we gotta
Uh-huh.
find the missing person.
You guys all hit level 6.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Whoa!
yeah,
I feel
was
like we just
quick.
turned 5.
it's
We
apparently finding out Zorzula's rest as the location is level 6.
Oh damn!
Oh.
All right, we'll take it. Yeah, I
Damn.
would want to look and see if I can find who's missing now that I'm not focused on the
But it's
cipher.
nighttime, isn't it? Like we're kind of like
I don't give a shit, man. If there's somebody missing, I'm gonna go fucking find him.
There is,
I'll-
yeah.
maybe you're the abductor when you go knocking on people's doors past 9 o'clock in small town America. Hey,
Look,
boy,
I'm
get
gonna
up!
go. I'm gonna go to the bar where
Yeah, everyone's
everybody
getting a
in
drink.
town
Oh, shit.
got a free drink, and I'm gonna talk to everybody there and be like, "Hey guys, I got a lead that there could perhaps be a missing person. Does anybody know anything about that?"
Typical Luskin. It's well past bedtime around here.
That's amazing.
Yeah, there is a man at the bar. And he says, yeah, my wife.
Okay, you come here.
And he has a hand-drawn sketch of an orc woman. It says, my wife went missing.
Okay, what's her name?
It's a great question, Jake. It doesn't tell me right here. I'll find out in a second. Give me a sec.
All right, that's fair too.
There's a
I think I
captive.
got it. By the way,
Blah.
Um,
I think
I
I
love
got
when
the
they-
cipher. I popped it in the group chat. I was doing it by hand, and then I just used a replacement on the internet with
Nice.
retribution as the keyword. Just a classic keyword cipher. So retribution took out all the repeats, then did A B C D E F G after that, and it seemed to decode
Look
it.
at you. It's gonna do it by hand and everything.
Right? Yes, and I was gonna too, but then I didn't.
And
Because it was.
I helped.
Then you helped. Obviously, it was a 13-part shift, and then
Mhm.
it was the keyword
Yes.
cipher after that.
Look, we
Obvious
put in all the
now.
work ahead of time
Yeah,
to, we put
but the cipher reads: "Seek the hidden cache beneath the old oak tree near Phandalin. The treasure will aid you in your quest." And if that's not correct, then I don't know.
Wouldn't it be
how
funny if that wasn't it though?
Oh,
that would
man.
be that would be wild.
That would be levels that it would have taken me to come up with a false one that worked if you did it this way that somehow
my God.
also worked a different way. Could you imagine?
God, I can't, honestly.
We've waited so long for this.
That's fine. That's correct, Jake.
Mhm.
You got the cipher.
Yay!
You figured it out.
Feels good.
See, you had
I
a
mean,
little
you
bit.
did. Yeah. So it was a 13.
There was it was 3-tiered. There was more. It was a shift.
Oh,
no.
Yeah,
It was a
because
shift,
I
a
was looking at
substitution, and a keyword.
yeah.
But you didn't solve it fast enough. Morgan Freeman got to Andy Dufresne's treasure before we did.
Hey!
Fair.
My
If
friend,
somebody's gonna.
Andy Dufresne.
So you want to know something that's really interesting, Jake?
They don't
It-
have a name listed for this guy's wife.
They also don't have her listed in the hostage section either, so I really don't know what's going on.
Wow.
So it says literally a man holds up a sketch of an orc woman and says, my wife's been missing for days. Do something. Stop this." Like it's supposed to be like one of the angry mob people outside. And then it goes on to just not address her at all.
Yeah. Well, she's a tool, not a she's an object, not a person. Obviously.
And then it
Oh,
talks about
chat. His wife did not go missing. She left him and didn't say anything.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
Kaiser Sozade.
that
Oh.
might be what happens because they don't address her otherwise in this thing. So that might be what actually
She went out for a carton of milk and a pack of Witchlight 120s and never came home.
that might be what it is. Yeah.
She
As
joined the whole ass carnival.
as we are resting,
Mm-hmm.
I assume Bishop does help, like, relay the key here.
Yes.
What, the cipher?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I'll come after having worked on it for a while, and I'll just like slap it down in front of you and be like, "This was fun. Thank you. Something to get my mind off things."
Happy to help.
Yeah, sure. Are you gonna go head to the old oak tree near Phandalin? I'll stay
Yes.
here if you want to go do that.
I would prefer that, if that's all right.
Somebody's got to stay.
He'll fold up the note and tuck it away, and as he gets up to leave, he'll stop and turn. I wasn't trying to be an asshole.
I know. You've been very good lately. I wish you were a little less hell-bent on revenge, but we'll get there. I think so. And I appreciate it, man. You've been solid. I'm just not ready to talk about it. I'll let you know when I can.
That's fine. Just. It's weird now. And despite all the poking and prodding and giggling, you two are kind of adorable. And when it doesn't happen, it's upsetting. So just know that I only mention it because I believe that there could be something there. And I will leave it at that and not pry any further.
All right. Well, I appreciate that, but I do have to take into consideration Red Soot's opinion on all this. It's weird. It's bad. It's bad when you think things are going well and then suddenly your girlfriend, what your friend, well, alter ego is like, hey, you guys got to break up, and then you got to break up with her too. So it was a bad day. It was a bad day all in all. But this is a cipher that was a lot of fun.
Hmm. Well, anyway, I will return in a moment.
Okay,
Or
good
an
luck.
hour or a day. I don't know how long this will take.
He's like, oh yeah, I remember now. Sorry, I've been drinking all these free drinks. Her name's Mildra. Mildra
Ah.
Merkel.
Mildred Merkel. What a beautiful name.
Did she star on the show Suits on NBC?
I don't know what that is. She's just a farmer.
Never mind. That's all right.
Yeah, it's actually after you have to get past the entire chapter of Zorzula's Rest, and then in the next page does it list all of the NPCs that may be missing or otherwise, which is interesting because like he's the only one who specifically calls something out at the start, and then they just give you no information on him till the like a chapter later, which you would think if you put this guy specifically there to be like, hey, my wife, that you would give information on her. But no.
At least a name.
A name would be great. Or like a section that's like, hey, this guy. These wants
A little green text.
Yeah, but nothing. Nope. Anyway.
Gable will go to the oak tree.
Okay. Well, that's going to take some time to get to the oak tree. Because, like, you know, you're looking for an oak tree in a forest of trees kind of a situation.
It's the old oak tree, though.
Correct, in somebody who's not really super familiar with the area surrounding Phandalin. We will get there, though, and give you that information. But I think I will give you that information about what you find. So your goal is to get there, find whatever's there, and get back, yeah?
Yeah.
Before. Seems like you guys are going to probably head to Zorzula's Rest in the morning, is what I'm gathering?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will, in traveling at night, making your way over there to find it, I will give that to you. What you will find once you find underneath this old tree. The cachet that waits and the items and things found inside it. Next week.
I was like, the build-up is...
I was
He's
expecting
saying
that.
it like that. Uh-huh.
So, we'll bring this to a close. We'll find out what you'll find. Hopefully it lives up to the hype of you trying to figure this thing out for so long.
It's just solving it. That's good enough for me.
It's just like inside
Honestly, yeah.
is like an ink pen and like disappearing ink. Yeah.
And another cipher.
Yeah.
Oh no!
No, it's an entire
not
ciphered
Blotky dead.
notebook. It's a whole notebook. That's actually
Let's go.
that is one of the things that I'd had in the past was there's an entire ciphered notebook inside there. But I think I'd have to rethink that one. So I think that might prove a little
Appreciate it.
might prove difficult if I'm like, yeah, here's a 250-page notebook, everything's ciphered, figure it out. Like,
Yeah. You get to Gable 2 years later. He's got the red yarn on a wall. Like, I need to know.
So, with that being said, I think we'll bring our episode to a close. Everybody can take some time and get themselves all leveled up to level 6 here. Because there's big stuff happens at 6. All subclass stuff starts getting unlocked for folks. Yes, it does.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Damn. I see how it is, LB. Jesus.
No, I appreciate the level. I'm just tired.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, you could stay at 5 if you want.
I got broken up with today.
I understand.
In the game, time-wise.
I know, I get it.
Hey, I had to get broken up with and then break up with you. So that
I mean,
double
technically,
down.
she didn't tell you that you had to break
No,
up.
that's just how
Yeah.
you took it, so it's fine.
That's how I
Yes.
took it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I tell you what, sits on Phandalin Twitter, Tinder tonight, popping off,
Go
swiping
Yeah.
for
right.
it.
It's totally how she operates.
Yeah, it's a perfect catch of her personality.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mhm. All right. Anyway, we'll go down the line and outro everybody here. Robert, tell us about what's going on with you.
Hey, I'm Bronson Barley, but you can find Captain Robert and everything. He's probably going to actually play D&D next week, so you can catch him over on his channel doing all that jazz.
All right, LB.
Hi, I'm LB Hackemup. I'm gonna be going through a storm tomorrow, so I might be on Crit Hit Chronicles tomorrow night,
Oh, yeah.
hopefully. And after that Friday, we are back playing the abridged. That's kind of it's the games is Layers of Fear, the new one, which is the first one and the second one kind of melded together. So it's been quite fun. And then Sunday we're back for Playthings of the Gods, our level 16 D&D campaign, where they are in the end game. They're fighting Fate Eater right now, which is super fun.
All right.
That's me.
Jake.
Hey, Internet, you can check me out on my podcast, Legends Rerolled. We are working our way through season 2, Malice in Wonderland, where Ted is a wonderful PC, Corvus, and we just defeated the Walrus with Epicac and terrible jokes.
Yeah. Yeah, they were terrible. Cujo.
Hi, everybody. I am Cujo. You can find me at Cujo Plays Games and at Crit Hit Chronicles, unless it's Twitter, in which case it's Crit Hit Chron, because character limits are a thing. We joked about this earlier. I say it every time. Thursday nights, we are doing a sponsored stream thanks to the Kobold Creates program. We're playing Tales of the Valiant, featuring our beloved LB Hackemup, along with a couple other players. And this Sunday is the first episode of Whispers of Sarah, a horror miniseries playing kids on bikes. We've got an all new cast who've never been on the show before. We're really, really excited about that one. And then keep an eye to the socials. Keep your eye on the socials. I can talk for future announcements on campaigns. There's going to be something in November. Yeah, stay cool.
Nice. And I'm Ted. This is my channel. I do all sorts of stuff over on the YouTube. So we got a giveaway going on. That's why a lot of you probably showed up tonight. We're giving away a regular edition copy of the Player's Handbook and a collector's edition copy of the Player's Handbook. Because I don't need 4 of them, so we got to give stuff away, right? We got to share that wealth with everybody. So, and you guys even get the fancy ones that don't have all the foil rubbed off on the back. So there you go. Anyway, yeah, you can go ahead and check out all of the various videos on the YouTube that I've put out there. There's a lot of cool stuff going on with that new adventure, Uni and the Hunt for the Lost Horn, which I may or may not try to get a game of that going tomorrow, maybe sometime this weekend. So be on the lookout for that. But anyway, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Mind Flag, goodbye.